Oh, come on, camera. Come on, camera. Blue. Where are my peeps? No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Dude, you can't be late and dropping stuff. All right, we got some peeps in the chat. I see J Beebs. I see you, J Beebs. James, good evening. Scott, Dwayne, Webstars. I feel like this thing's choking me. Daily Taylor, hey, buddy. The pantry. Whew. I know, Massalorian's late. I know. Smith, hey, buddy. Dennis, good evening. Floyd, what's up, brother? Michael, Kiwi Girl, thank you for your video. Hey, man, I left a comment on your channel. Data Zero says, "Hi, man, I left a comment on your channel. You responded very well, and I want to say thanks, dude." Hey, man, no problem. Thanks for leaving a comment. I know that's not, not everybody leaves comments, so it's nice when you do get the comments from people. It's encouraging, and I like to know what you guys are thinking. So, yeah, Data Zero, no problem, man. I try to answer all the comments. Sometimes I fall behind, but I try. Don't forget, the truth says, don't forget to smash the like button, people, on the way in. Hey, Derek. Boston Strong, what's up, baby? Another Saturday night hammer. Hey, man. Susan, good evening. Susan, I think I got your email. Andrew, good evening. I'll be honest with you guys. So I was up all night. I was up for almost 30 hours straight. I made almost 2 full 10-minute videos and scrapped them both. I think I'm going mad. Yeah, made two 10-minute videos, and then after making them, I thought maybe this is bad timing on this. So we'll see. Maybe I'll release one of them tomorrow. But Andrew, good evening. Who's this here? Andrew Almanza. I ran into your channel, saw some of your videos. I clicked subscribe and hit the notification. Hey, Andrew, thanks, man. Welcome to the channel. I'm assuming you hold AMC or GME. But thank you for subscribing. Thanks for turning on the notification bell. And thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it, man. But Donkey Kong says, hopefully this is the last weekend I'm not a millionaire, right, bro? I just want to get paid and get out of here. Purple Sky, hey, man. Good evening. Yeah. It was a lot of work for nothing, Daily Taylor. I mean, and they were good. They were going to be good videos. I mean, as good as they can be for me, but I thought they were pretty decent videos and the content was good. But I was so out of my mind at like 6 a.m. this morning. I was on Pantheon's live stream, and I thought he wanted me to come on with him and get on the live stream, but he didn't. And, I'm texting and calling him, trying to get his attention. And finally, he was like, "No, bro, I'm good. I don't need anybody on with me." I'm like, "Oh, sorry. I guess I'm going to try to sleep now." Shirley, hey, girl. Shirley, were you on the live stream this morning when I was talking? I was out of my mind this morning. So whatever I said. Hey, Paul. Good seeing you too, man. Good seeing you too. So I don't know, Paul, I don't recognize your name, but so we do the live streams on Saturday and Wednesdays, like a roundtable with other creators. Tonight, John's coming on and Pantheon. And then what I'm going to start doing is doing a Tuesday night solo, just myself on the channel, doing a live stream. And I want to add one more night to put on smaller creators, other YouTube channels who are holding AMC, real apes, just to highlight them and give them a platform, a little bit of a bigger platform. Diaz, what's up, brother? Hey, so I tweeted Pam tonight. She's not in the chat yet, so we can talk about her. I tweeted Pam and asked her to get you on as a mod. So she's gonna walk me through it. She probably hasn't seen her on Twitter yet because I haven't got a message back. But Riptide Redemption, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Dude, I think this channel, I'm not kidding, has one of the best chats and comment sections like in AMC. I mean, a lot of them are good, right? But I guess I'm a little impartial to my peeps. But Donkey Kong says, Mass, any time limits for a meet upbeat AMC. Meet up at an AMC? I'm assuming that's what you mean. Okay. All right. I don't think so, but okay. Someone said we are all out of okay, good. I'm glad it's not just me, Beebs. So Badonk, when I'm gonna put a poll out in the next couple of weeks to see what comes back for feedback about which movie and theater. I'm gonna put a bunch of options and then everyone can go vote. By the way, if you guys haven't voted yet, I did put a poll up on my page on the channel. That was kind of like a personal favor. I asked everyone to go in and vote on it. It was about the political beliefs of this channel. I was curious to know what you guys think that I am from what you see or what you hear. And I think I only have like 200 people who have done the poll. So if you want, if you can go over there and do that, that would be awesome. Just give me a vote one way or the other. Smith says, this play is jacking my brain up. And I had a dream last night. CSI sold me fake Rolex. Wow. That's crazy. A fake CSI sold you a fake Rolex? That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay, Javi. I'll talk to you in a bit. Dude Man Diaries, what's up, man? Hopefully it'll be an interesting week. I think it will be interesting. All I'm going to say, guys, is don't be surprised if we see a little pullback on AMC next week. Don't be surprised. And GME. And as far as Monday goes with Sundial and this vote, this is just my opinion. I don't think the Democrats have the numbers to get it passed. What's next after it squeezes? Hopefully you continue to bust the crooked politician shops. MW, yeah, man. I am gonna let me say this now. How many people we have on? Actually, I'll wait a couple minutes before I make this announcement. But yeah, I want to take my MOASS money and be able to use it to cover expenses to go travel and cover stories on the road. Get actually out in the field. That's what I want to do. So either we MOASS and I get paid and we do that and we all get paid, or the war goes on and I just crank it up a notch and I beg for a change. Kiwi Girl says, LOL, try not to sleep while the market is running. No, I know, Kiwi Girl. I'm trying to get a good pattern down of sleeping. Paul says, hippo character with stars growing in his eyes, pumping his arms in the air with the word hype pulsating above him. Paul, hey, thank you very much for that. So I don't put up the chats, the super chats, just so everyone, in case you're new to the channel, you know, like this isn't a Matt Course channel. I try to get through everyone's comments, but thank you very much for that. And I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Richard, good evening. Richard's in the house. Richard M.O.K. Somerville Assembly Row was a great location. I've never been to that theater, Badonk. I'll have to look into that. I thought that maybe Boston Common would be cool, the AMC on Boston Common, but Hot Dude says it's an honor to be your peeps. Thanks, peeps. AMC is 60K. All I need, then I should only have 2 shares. Then if that's the thing, if that's the price we're gonna get, I can make 120 grand go to work quickly. Oh, Derek, you took the poll. Thank you, man. It's on the channel, J Beebs. So if you go to you know, my channel, the Massillorian channel, there'll be a post that's you pick A, B, C, D, or E. I think I have. Hey, Justice for All. Good evening, Antoinette OPZ. Hey, girl. Doc McLovin's in the house. 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 Mostly is the issue on sundial. Yeah, Derek, I should have specified that. Yeah, it's not going to pass the Senate. The House might pass it, but the Senate's not going to pass it. Joe Manchin's not looking to lose a seat in November. Nancy would bring it to the floor without the votes. It won't pass the Senate, though. Yeah, Fred, exactly. Yeah, I should have been specified on that. The Senate won't pass it. It's got to pass both houses, right, guys, and then get signed. So, hey, Badonk, have a good night, man. We're holding. Don't worry. MC, how you doing, buddy? Good evening. J. Beeb says, I will find it. Yeah, man, just go to my page. Let me see. I'll tell you where it is right now. Because I haven't personally taken it. But I can show you where it is. See if I can pull it up on the screen. By the way, has anyone heard from Blue Icy? Just curious. So Jay Beebs, if you go to the Macedonian's homepage and hit community, the first thing that pops up is the poll. Right now we got, man, only 172 votes. Let me pull this up so I can show it to you guys. All right. So let me share this screen. Add source. Nope. Hey, at least you guys aren't waiting like different chat rooms or anything like that. We got that part squared away, I think. Okay. So this is the poll. And looks like, yeah, right now we have 172 total votes. And 52%, the top two are, yeah, 2 and 3. Okay. So somewhere center right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting caught up now. I'm missing the chat. Antoinette says, I want to see AMC go to 500 to 1,000. I'm not going to be greedy. Right on, girl. I'm with you on that. Okay, MW. I'm right. I think that's a good thing. Like, do you mean right? Oh, you mean right, like left or right? Gotcha. Hey, Chad. Good evening, man. How you doing, buddy? I just responded to your email in case you don't know. I'm not gonna be able to stay awake for all. I'm not gonna be up for 8 hours, man. Although I did, like, from 10 this morning till 4 in the afternoon, I got some like 6 solid hours of sleep, like lights out, slept through multiple alarms. KYP, how you doing, girl? She's saying, what do I think HYMC will go to? There's so many things. There's so many things you have taken into consideration when trying to figure out where Highcroft could end up in the future. It's got a lot of potential, but it needs a lot of investment and time. And if I told you a number, KYP, I would be lying because I have no idea how high it could go. But if they start pulling gold and silver out of the ground, that's going to help AMC's price action. That's for sure. Shirley says, Mass, I melted. I almost melted into my keyboard this morning. Yo, J-Stars, what's up, brother? My video was submitted to JOHNWICKSNIPIN, says Nate the Great from Texas. All right, that means I have it in my email then, Nate. He sent me everything he has, so that means I have it. And I'm starting editing on Monday. Today was the deadline to get it in. It says that I can't access it from my iPad. I would think you'd even be able to do it from your phone. I think. I don't know, actually. Maybe you can't. I thought you could do it from your phone. Oh, the Macedonian is live right now. You guys know that? Yeah, it's able to let me do it on my phone right here. I don't know, bro. Why it won't let you do it? All right. Michelle loves freedom. How you doing, girl? Christopher, good evening. Thought Blue Icy was one of Blue's imaginary friends. No, he's a real person. He's a real person. I was just wondering if anyone's heard from him since he told everyone to sell on Monday. Susan says, it's sad that being able to define a woman is considered right. I know. But that's the world we live in, so adapt. $3 to $5 is solid. In my opinion, time is on our side. Nick YD says, $3 to $5 is solid. And what is it at right now per share? I forget what we closed at on. I should say I haven't bought any HYMC. Eliza, how you doing, girl? Hi, Mass. Question. With markets going up, a lot of YouTubers were saying we only will MOASS if markets crash. Will there be a MOASS if they can keep the market stable? God, this is such a convoluted answer to give you. So I was just talking about this on the phone with someone before I came on with you guys. Here's my thing. A few things, a couple things. Let's start with Boss Blunt's interview with Metzler from Thursday. How many people in the chat have seen that? And Eliza, I'm going to leave your comment up so we can talk about it. Guys, if you've seen the Metzler Blunt's interview, can you put a 1 in the chat? Lorenda, how you doing, girl? I'm trying to get some people to say hi. Christian Princess, didn't I send you a message somewhere about something? Your name sounds familiar to me for some reason. Where's Elisa's comment? I said I'm not going to take it down, Lisa, and then I did, right? I'm not a very trustworthy person. All right, JB just voted. Thank you. Daily Taylor says he told everyone to sell. Yeah, he did. Yep. Yeah, on Monday. All right, there's a lot of good chat here, but I want to start with this Metzler thing. Okay, a lot of people have seen it. All right. So a few things about that chat. First, about that interview. First of all, I watched it Thursday morning. I think at like 3 a.m. I got up because the TV was loud and woke me up, and it happened to be like next up on the queue. So I just happened to catch it, and I watched it all the way through, and then I couldn't go back to bed. There's so many things that were discussed in that conversation that are not being discussed anywhere else. But it's happening. Everything that Metzler and Marcel talked about is happening. There's no doubt about what the narrative is that he is talking about. I mean, Evergrande and all of these bubbles and all of this debt that people are hanging on to right now, at some point is going to cause a disruption. Now, are we going to get a pullback? Are we going to have a recession? Are we going to have a collapse? Are we going to have a controlled collapse? How is retail going to come out at the end? Are AMC and GME and maybe Sundial going to be good hedges against a crash? There's just so many things involved with that, Elisa. And I've been trying to get Marcel on here for an interview. We sent like 20 emails back and forth, and I just can't lock him down. So I've been dying to have this talk with him, just go back and forth, the two of us. But he's probably very busy. He's got a family and kids, and he's got his channel and everything. So, I don't want to go too deep into that, Elisa, until I can get into it with Marcel personally. Christian Princess says, the Mass Lauren, yes, you did. Thank you so much. How do I know your name? Did you comment on one of my videos? That just sounds so familiar to me. Data Zero says the MOASS is close. I think AA needs to buy shares like GME. I wish he would. Just why don't you buy double the shares that Cohen did and knock it out of the park? Daily Teller says the correlation with the sanctions was fascinating. It really was. It really was. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't want to go too deep into that because that's a deep rabbit hole. When you get into that subject matter, you can get lost quickly. Ape Nation Will, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Ape Nation Will, I think I left a comment on one of your videos asking if you were going to make a video for the Stewart for the John's challenge, but I haven't gotten anything from you. So if you still want to make one, I will take it late. Michelle Loves Freedom says, if Blue Icy is real, then Teddy Zane must be his follower. Daily Taylor says it's concerning for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Christian Princess says, the Mass Lion, I commented on Lou's channel, was just asking a question to see what he would say. Oh, I found you in Lou's comment section? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm notorious for that. If people are asking questions in Lou's comments sections, I will go in and just start randomly answering them because I know he's never going to. Tenny time. What's up, big country? Knock it out of the park, right? It is. Correlation doesn't always mean causation. Daily Taylor. Exactly. That's why this rabbit hole goes deep, because it could be causation or it could be just correlation. Ape Nation Will says, I will do one. All right, man. I'll take it. I'm not going to start editing till Monday. So as long as I get it by sometime Monday morning, that would be great, man. I'd love to have you in the, montage. Christopher says, Executive Order 13959, like I've been saying. Yeah, I really want to get into that subject matter, but I can't do it without him. So Nick YD says, how does Lou have no dislikes? Nick, so a couple months ago, YouTube took away the dislike button because they didn't want it to hurt smaller creators. What they really took it away for was because the White House and certain other toxic people were getting disliked down to oblivion, and they didn't want to look bad, so they took it away. Christian Princess says, LOL. Okay, so that is where I know your name. What, Christian Princess, remind me, what was your question and what did I say? Lorenda says, have you watched The Untouchables? Yes, Lorenda, I did a video about it like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Yep, I broke it down in a video about 3 weeks ago. It has the PBS Untouchables logo right on the front of the video, but I broke it down. Yeah, I did. Kiwi Girl says, ask Dr. Metzler to come on to your channel. You might be surprised. Yeah, I've thought about it. I thought about reaching out to him. But in my mind, I'm like, if I can't get Marcel on, how the hell am I going to get Metzler on? Fahad, how you doing, buddy? What's going on, my man? Hey, Mr. Lorian. KL, how you doing, man? You forgot to take a shot in your video. Susan, I never said people had to do shots before they went on. I actually wanted people sober when they did it. Mike Lang says it was a good interview. Yeah, it was. All right. Antoinette says, what plays am I going to be interested in after AMC and GME squeeze? Just curious. I'm going to be interested in any plays that have land, water, and property. Anything I can physically touch, smell, taste. I don't want any shenanigans anymore. I'm over the shenanigans until we get the system on blockchain, or, transparency is acceptable again. Christian Princess says, I noticed that, and I certainly appreciated it. Okay. Distinctions are causing more harm to Derek says, it's a good point. This was part of my video too, Derek. Distinctions are causing more harm to NATO and us. Interesting, Biden is saying the food shortages will be real, but during the virus, it was a leadership issue. Of course. And like I always say, I'm not the biggest Trumper. Like, I think his foreign policy was good. His personality sucked. He's very brash and brass. And, I don't think he has a high moral compass in any way, shape, or form. But as far as running the country, if we're just going by that, I think Trump has done a better job than Biden so far, based on this small example of work that we have so far. Daily Taylor says smaller create. Yeah, that's what I just said, right? Like the White House, exactly. The White House, Lucasfilm, everybody that's going wokety woke is getting downvoted, which is weird, right? Because everyone's saying this is the progressive way. This is the way that everyone's moving, but yet it gets ratioed to hell. And they have to the point where they have to dismantle the buy button. That's propaganda because you're not really showing the whole picture. Fahad says, see, now I'll be able to check to see how we're doing on the like button. Let me see. Because I know you guys can see it out there, but I can't. I don't have any details on it. Okay, so right now we got 56 likes and 142 watching. By the way, guys, on Wednesday night at one point, we had 260 something people in the chat and 260 likes. I've never seen that before. Susan says, yeah, but gas was under $2 a gallon. Tenny Time says dividend paying stocks. I think he's answering Antoinette's question. Compound interest. There you go. Eric says, you think, dude, no comparison, man. Come in. No comparison between Trump and Biden? No. No, one's been a complete failure. And one left in, you know, not disgraceful fashion, but it wasn't very, you know, that was a shitty way that he left office. Regardless of what happened on the 6th, he should have come back, handed the keys over to Biden, like, you know, like take some pride in what you've accomplished. Don't go running off to Florida. It's a lot of things that I don't agree with. Let's put it that way. I didn't vote for him either time. I didn't vote for Biden or Hillary either. Not sure if Stack and Pray says, not sure if the president actually runs the country. More of a spokesman. Yeah, he's a mouthpiece for Congress, pretty much, for the oligarchy. It's really hilarious, says Daily Taylor. It's really hilarious. They know they're losing the culture war when they resort to censorship. Yeah. The culture war is lost, I think. It's never coming back. This is quickly becoming a class war. People are waking up and realizing that we're not all so different. No one gives a shit what skin color you are or where you grew up or anything. They care about how much does it cost to get a dozen eggs? How much does it cost me to get to work this week to fill up my tank? And do I have health care? And are my children in school being educated correctly? That's what people care about. Christian Princess says, last one, I think I asked Lou what his thoughts were on Sundial if Senate approved. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Christian Princess. I said I didn't think the Democrats were in a position to be able to pass it through the Senate. That's right. Yep. Biden is completely inept. Did he not just go on TV yesterday and speak to our troops and insinuate that they were going into Ukraine? Or was I still delusional and not sleeping? J Beeb says right down the center. All right, man. That's kind of where I mean, that's not where I want to be. That's just where I think I've ended up over the last couple of years. That's the whole reason I did the poll. I want to try to get an idea of like, what do you guys think I am? Because I don't know what to call myself. Like, I'm not very conservative because I think there's situations where women should be able to control their own body. That's not my fucking place to say. That's their decision. No matter what hand I had in it, it's just not my call. So I don't have an opinion on that one way or the other. That's up to the woman. The whole I don't want to lose you guys. Can somebody tell me in the chat if I'm frozen right now? Fuck. I think I'm frozen. I'm back. Okay. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Coming back up. I missed some shit up here. Hold on. Lord Nemesis. Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? If you guys haven't, go check out Lord Nemesis, Lord X Nemesis channel. He is a true ape. How you doing tonight, buddy? Michelle Loves Freedom says, I only voted for Trump when I realized what Biden would do. I only voted for Trump when I realized what Biden would do if he was in. I voted Green Party in 2016. Green Party, Michelle, was who? Was Stein running in 2016? Or was that Weldon, the guy there from Arizona? I can't think of his first name. Lupe, ¿qué pasa, homie? How you doing, man? Hey, thank you, bro. Much love, man. Thank you very much. I saw someone talking about Lupe the other day in someone's chat, maybe CSI's chat. Someone was saying like they didn't believe Lupe was a male, but no, Lupe came out and told me he's a dude. I just didn't know because I thought the name Lupe in Spanish could be not bisexual, but what's that called when you can do it either way? Kind of like Billy, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather be in Florida than in front of Biden too, but maybe that's because I have long hair. Trey's iPad says, and a fair market. Yes, yes, yes. Christian Princess. Yes, ma'am. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you came over to join the live stream, Christian Princess. Yeah, I don't know how long you've been following Lou, but well, tell me, what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on Lou? Because you were in Lou's chat when I met you. What's your take? I'm curious. Tenny Time says, I still can't get over the kids at the pool. Oh, when he had to fight Corn Pop? I know. But apparently he effed Corn Pop up. Like Corn Pop, I guess, never came back to that pool. So good for Joe. Dion Vaughn said it best. Poor white and poor black. Now we're going to split this plum or what? Yeah, right. Exactly. It's the media. The media thinks that the only card they can play right now is the race card. And I'm sorry if you don't agree with that, but turn on any channel. It doesn't matter if it's a right channel or a left channel. Everyone's playing the race card one way or the other. And it's getting old quick. That's getting old quick. I am so sick of hearing about racism that's in the fabric of the infrastructure and the highways. I looked into that one story about Pete Buttigieg and the expressway there and the low bridges going to the beach, that they didn't want minorities going to the beach. And this dumbass Buttigieg, who's our transportation secretary, doesn't even understand that expressway they built was not built for buses and trucks. It was only for families going in cars. That's why the bridges didn't have to be that high. But they come up with their own narrative no matter what, and it's getting fucking old quick. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being told that no matter what I say, I'm a supremacist. I'm darker than half of you out there. Damn, I'm way behind the chat. I'm sorry. Hold on. There's a lot of people just came in. I gotta say what's up to. Michelle, James, good evening, man. Purple Sky, how you doing? 24 the money. John Wicks. You don't have the link? What in Sam's hell? Hang on, bro. What in the Sam? All right. I'm going to get John Wiki right now. Hang on, guys. I'm going to go get my homie. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. Yeah, great. This should be great. Here's a BlockFi update. How much am I down? All right, Johnny boy, you should have it. Lord X Nemesis, good bro. Thanks for shout out. Hey, Lord Nemesis, we're gonna get you on here. I think next Tuesday is gonna be next time I'm going on solo. So please email me if you can, and remind me to get you on and send you a link because I want to get you on the channel on Tuesday night. Fred said, have you ever considered yourself a libertarian? Fred, I don't know, man. Give me the bare bones definition of a libertarian in your eyes. Stephanie, how you doing, girl? Chris says Biden stopped MOASS from happening on June. Either that or it was the coincidence, right? Michelle says I'm a progressive. All right, if you think so. Lupe is a fiasco name. The hell does that mean? 12 I revolt. Daily Taylor, like Pat or Terry. Exactly. Right. 81 million strong, says Eric Roper. Unisex, thank you. Chad says 86 likes, 141 watching. That's pretty good. That's more than half. I'm not going to complain about that. Christian Princess, you're welcome. Welcome to the channel. And did you answer me? I was just saying I was curious to know what you found so great about Lou and his content. But I don't see your answer, but maybe it hasn't come yet. Where am I at? Pat Terry, 86 likes. Michelle. Stephanie says, I made a quick. Stephanie, did you email it to me? I think I saw an email from you, no? Remind me. Corn Pop was a bad dude, Daily Taylor. I know. Yeah, he was a bad dude. Him and T-Bone, that Cory Booker had a fight back in the day. Cory Booker, I guess, threw down with T-Bone a couple times. It's crazy. Christian Princess says, oh, here's your answer. I don't trust him, actually. I just pop in and out from time to time to see what he's blubbering about. Yeah, good luck getting a question answered there. Chris says HYMC is a short squeeze. Eric Roper says, where's CSI? I don't know. I sent him a tweet, man. I told him to come on, join us, but I haven't heard from him. Fred says, racists thrown in when they have no legitimate. It's the only thing they can fall back on. Someday I'm gonna make a great video on grifters and just rip everybody up. Movie Man, good evening, buddy. How you doing? The goal is to divide us. Movement 80. Goal is to divide us. If we're divided, the focus is off of them. Exactly. Like they're not doing a good job of selling it anymore. They've oversold it to the point where it's getting tiring for everybody. Antoinette says, does anyone know the shortage of HYMC? I don't. Let me see if I can find it though for you. Hang on. Give me one sec. So according to Ortex, please tell me I have some free looks yet. Oh, thank God. Short interest is, according to Ortex, it's 45.97. Days to cover. Cost to borrow. Utilization is 88. And short interest just went up, I guess, on Friday, almost 8%. I think that's the last free look I get at Ortex. I think. Purple Sky says, agreed. And I see JOHNWICKSNIPIN is in the lobby right now. He's in the green room. Looks like he just poured himself a cocktail. Yep. So let me give him a second. Yeah, he's just pouring himself a drink. Hold on. I'll bring him on. Pete Buttage. All right, let me say let me just say what's up to everyone in the chat real quick before I bring on John, because then we're gonna probably start ripping. Brandon, good evening. How you doing? Julie, how you doing, girl? Let's see. Who did I miss? I just want to say what's up to everybody before I miss people. Pantheon, there you are. If you don't agree, it's conspiracy theory. Right, Mike, of course. Get behind the chat is on. Of course you pop your head in now when I'm talking about that. You are analytical realist. All right, nice. Movement says, why label yourself anything? No, I'm just curious I'm curious what you guys label me. I know what I think I am in my head, but I'm curious what you guys see. Stephanie says she just emailed me. Nice. Okay, cool, Stephanie. Thank you. Susan Harbor says, libertarian, all right, that's the easiest explanation. That's probably me to a T. Yeah, minimal government. Exactly. J-Boy Hawaii, what's up, brother? Chad Clifford says, Pantheon, great live stream last in the morning. I'm getting up some sleep on this community. Me too. I was up with these crazies. Biden did make that comment to the troops about Ukraine. I thought so. Everyone's saying what's up to Pantheon. All right, let me bring Johnny Boy on because he's sitting there waiting in the lobby by himself. I feel bad. All right, there's my boy. What's up, brother?
Man, I was lonely in there, man.
I know, my
weirdos
fault.
in that lobby.
I know. There's a lot. We gotta start bringing more girls back there, right?
Bring something.
It's a pirate ship back there.
Yeah, what's going on with everybody tonight, man? Saturday night. Woo!
Yeah. Yep. We got almost 160 people in here right now, so that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. I was actually over with Froggy's live real quick, and then I jumped over here. Totally.
Is he on right now?
Yeah, he is. He actually is. So where are we at? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
We were talking about politics. I put a poll up yesterday.
Oh,
asking everyone, where do you guys think that I land on the political spectrum?
What was the choices again? Because I did choose.
I'll pull them up. Hold on.
Yeah, pull them up. Why don't you?
Hang on. I should have had this. I talked to you earlier, right? Yeah, Brian. I told you earlier. I couldn't. I had to sleep today. I had to get some sleep.
Yeah.
I was getting delusional. Walls were closing in on me.
I hear you.
Community. Okay, let me just make it big so people can see it at home. All right, there we go. That should be ample. All right, now I'll share the screen. Okay, so here were the options. And we got so far, how many people voted? Up to 182. Okay, so I put far right, which means I put as a meaning reads the Turner Diaries 5 minutes before every live stream. Right can give a basic definition of a woman. Center, we are serfs to Republican overlords and Democratic royalty. Left, I could show up with the blue hair for tonight's live stream. Or far left, no way you are subscribed to the Massalorian. That got 4%. So interesting.
I think I took the second. Well, the one that's most
53.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, so that's 77%. So 3/4 of you guys think I fall somewhere between right of center.
Yeah. That's about right. I mean, most people probably don't want to admit that they're super far right or super far left. I mean, that's the whole game, right?
Good point. Yeah. I guess that's where you want to be, right?
Everybody's all bunched up in middle left, middle right. So that's where the election gets decided,
For sure. Yep. Yeah, so I guess that's a good place to be. So I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about that.
Yeah.
I was just curious to know what the community thought because, I do talk about politics a lot on here because, as I always say, this all boils down to politics at the end of the day. No matter how many different ways you want to look and how far down you dig, when you get to the bottom of it, it is big tech, the military industrial complex, big pharma, and DC that are running this country right now.
Oh yeah,
if you were
if you'd open up the let's just call it the Pandora's box of the stock market, you would find all the arms leading to every politician in there. So but I mean I try to say some of this stuff on some of my on my videos, but it's not well received, so I kind of like scale it back. So it's not something that I like talking that much about on public view, because everybody, especially nowadays, everybody just has their stance and you just have to respect it. I mean, I do. I don't really care what anybody what choices or what they want to believe. I respect everybody's opinion.
So. Lizzie, good evening. I was late too, so don't worry. When I was growing up, I always just assumed, I think because I was from Boston, Massachusetts, and it's a very, free thinking city. And so I just think I assumed while I was growing up, what I always thought of myself was, I'm for environmental safety. So, I didn't want people drilling in Alaska. But you know, this is what I'm talking about when I was growing up now, right? In Massachusetts, before I went to California, before I went to school. I always assumed that I was just Democratic. That's how I'd be labeled because but what I found is since then, in the last 20 years, just things I don't think I've moved. I think the spectrum has just pushed so far the other way that, you know, now I'm ending up almost being on the right because the left has gone so far left. I just don't recognize it.
I agree. I
I mean,
definitely agree.
tell me your thoughts on you have children, correct?
Yes. I have one child. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't matter whether it's a boy or a girl. Would you be okay spending the next 18 years of your life devoting as much time as you can to raising, let's say, your daughter to be an Olympic swimmer? Okay. And that's all that's what you've really pushed. You know, you're a tiger parent, and obviously I'm not saying you, right? I'm just being hypothetical here.
Right.
And you put all that time and hard work into it. And 18 years later, here you are. It's her senior year in high school. She's got to win this next race to go to the 2028 Olympics, right? How would you feel if you knew driving to the meet that she couldn't win, but you're still taking her? She had no chance of winning. No chance. Like, not even close.
Yeah. How would I feel? I guess, you know, as a parent, you're just supportive even in those situations because I've had those kind of situations in a different sport, basketball. And there's just times where you know that genetically your child just is not there. There's other people that genetically have, you know, developed differently. And there was definitely times that presented itself, but, you know, you still go with it because there's just that you never know factor. You just never know. And very unlikely, but you know, if you pull it off, it's like, wow, you know, it's going to be a crazy experience. But you know, you just keep trucking. I mean, that's basically the way it is in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either you have the best kid in whatever it is that you're putting him through or him or her through, or you're just like everybody else, you know, just average, and you know that they're not going to be the best, and you just make the best of it. I think that's the only way I can answer that question.
Okay. I think personally, I would let her cheat and get roided up and just smoke the dude.
Yeah,
I wouldn't care. That'd be great.
You can just have a sex change and go into the other side, I guess.
There you go. There you go. That's a possibility.
And you know what's funny is that the poll had you middle right. I would probably say I'm middle left. So
Really?
it's
Okay.
funny. It's funny that you and I will have some of the best debates, if you want to call them that.
Yeah, we have good conversations now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you know, that bringing up that topic with the Olympics, with the what is it? It was a male born and then changed to a female and then compete. Okay, I was totally against that. So I don't see that as something that should be normalized at all. You can't just have a sex change and then say I'm going to go compete. Like, you can't be a guy and say I'm going to be a woman. I'm going to go play in the WNBA because I know I'm going to smoke everybody in there.
That's what I can't wait for. I can't wait for the first white dude to posterize a black NBA female player, dunk on her, like, you know, spread eagle, just right in her grill piece. That's when you're gonna start seeing people saying, I don't know about this now. I'm telling you right now, you want to put it to an end? Posterize someone in the WNBA. Have some white dude dunk on a black chick. That'll put an end to it real quick. Snuff it right out.
That's where my middle left drags me back to the middle. Like, whoa, relax, guys. Let's get back to the middle here. Relax.
Yeah.
But you know, there's all.
Fred says they should have a men's class, a women's class, and a modified class. Like, yeah, if you want to put a separate category for people who their gender is identified differently from what other people may see, then make a separate, either, you know, a different meet then, and all those people can come together and they can compete against each other, right? Let's make sure they have all the same medical history. They got to, all be within 2 years of their hormones or whatever it is you have to put into place so that you make sure it's fair and let them compete against each other. There's nothing wrong with that.
I totally agree with that, because you wouldn't want a normal person saying, well, why can't I compete in the Special Olympics? I can beat those guys. You know what I mean? Like a wheelchair race, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And a guy with 2 healthy legs is like, I'm going to smoke all those guys in the wheelchair. You wouldn't want that. So why are we having all this mixture? If we're going to have a, segregated, just like you said, as, transgender Olympics, I guess, I just don't see how you can allow a male that's now a female go into a female's competition. I don't think that's fair. That doesn't make any sense to me. So, but anyway,
gotcha.
I just like to tell everybody, switching off that real quick, that if they saw my video today, they would have found out that on Friday I did everything I could to push our AMC stock as far up over 20 as possible. I had some dry powder from my Mullen gains that I jumped into with some extra money that I came into there, and turned that into a nice gain, and then just dumped that into AMC on Friday, doubled my position. So I'm so happy that I was able to double my AMC shares through a quick flip in Mullen.
Oh, so you doubled your position?
I doubled it. I was I was up a little over 500, and I bought 500 and change on Friday, and now I'm up to over 1,000. So I'm very, very happy about that. And like I said also earlier with the Highcroft HYMC, I was talking about that in a couple videos, and I said, you know what, if it's good enough for AMC, it's good enough for me. I'm going to take a light position in tandem with my AMC. And lo and behold, it was a flat day on normal trading hours on Friday, and all of a sudden they closed their offering and had almost $200 million. They've got earnings coming up on Thursday. Their after-hour share price went up about, I think it was like 21%, which was a sick movement in that short time frame. So
Highcroft's earnings are this week?
Thursday, 31st. So like I tell everybody, it's not financial advice, but if you're going to add another position to your AMC position, and you're just not adding any more AMC, I personally am adding Highcroft. I like that in tandem. That's my opinion. There's something to what Adam Aaron is doing there. I mean, I'm just going to go with the fact that that's so strange that he would do that instead of just saying, let me just buy a bunch of my shares of my company.
Right.
And try to, push this.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Hey, by the way, Cam's in the chat. So I just want to say what's up to Cam. Cam, if you feel like coming on, let me know. And Pantheon, check your email. Pantheon's in the chat. Pantheon and Cam are both in the chat. Tenny Time's in the chat. And we got 172 people in the chat. And Lord Nemesis is in the chat.
Lord,
we got a bunch of creators on here right now. And I saw Julie Barrick's husband, I think. Mr. I think his name was Clark. I just saw. I've never seen him in the chat before. I'm going to pull his comment. 60 shares of AMC this week. Nice. Bobby Stumper says the same thing. Put his Mullen gains into AMC on Tuesday. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
I said that in one of the, I don't know whose live I was in, but I think it was Tony's. And I told everybody, I said, you're going to start seeing some Mullen money come into AMC, because I think those people kind of like, stopped buying AMC because that's what was going around. And they jumped into Mullen, and they picked up a bag there, and they said, you know what, this is going into AMC. Yep. That was me.
Yeah. No, smart move, man. Yeah, smart move. Nice move. Nick YD says, yeah, I went up 300% on Mullen, took some off the table, letting me free shares. HYMC is on deck for the same type of run. All right, let's see it. I think because of peer pressure right now, everyone around me is buying Sundial and HYMC. I'm like, well, am I missing out? Is there something going on? I just want to buy AMC and not Highcroft or Sundial, but maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I got to start listening to my peers. I mean, you guys are making money, so.
Yeah, they're all likely to run. I think they all
Yeah.
have to be short positions, and it's a good chance they all run. Listen, if we think that this corruption is so entrenched, then there's a lot of stocks that you can that are basically out there that are going to run. We spoke about that.
Yeah.
If this thing is going to collapse, then obviously the heavy shorted stocks are going to rise, and the blue chips are probably going to fall, in my opinion. So.
Yeah, we just talked about that right before we got on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we were actually, before you came on, we were talking about Boss Blunt's interview with Metzler, and people are saying like, well, what do you think? Are we gonna have a crash, or what's gonna happen? Do we need a crash in order to MOASS? And no, we don't need a crash in order to MOASS, but could a crash cause the MOASS? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Julie says we are sharing our 17th anniversary with you. Oh wow. Jeez, thanks, Julie and Clark. That's amazing. Happy anniversary, guys.
Seriously,
17 years.
That's a lot.
That's awesome. Amazing.
I'm at 10. I got 10 years.
You're at 10?
10.
My parents just did 51.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's great.
Weeks ago. Yeah.
That's real nice.
And they still haven't gotten their gift yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
You waiting for the
MOASS? According to Jen Psaki, just, don't complain. It'll get there when it gets there, right?
Yeah. Jen.
No rush.
Jen's got COVID. Leave her alone, okay?
I know. She's sick. I know.
I can't say the C word. Sorry.
You said coof on the. Oh my god. No. We're gonna have to restart the stream, guys. JB says, not missing out, Mass. AMC GME is the way. Yeah, I think Johnny Boy's on something with Sundial though. I think they possibly could all see a pinch together.
Yeah.
I don't know why Lou thinks they can't all run together, but they probably are gonna. They almost undoubtedly will all run together. I don't know why he's saying, "Oh, they can't do that. It's too craziness, too much. That's just too much wild shit. They can't do that." It's like, no, that's how it's gonna go, bro.
Whatever.
I know. What's going on, Rob? BioLife Hemp. I was pulling your comment up. Sorry to say that you have a good point here. Jesus, where's your comment? Hold on, man. He said, Mastermind, do not trade in emotions, do your DD and TA. See, that's my problem, BioLife Hemp. I have completely abandoned day trading, anything. I mean, I haven't done anything like that because I'm so intertwined with AMC and a little bit GME, right?
Yeah.
You just eat, breathe, and sleep it constantly. There is some information coming in that you have to decipher. You have to figure out whether this is valuable to you or not. It's like, and that sucks. That sucks for, not that it sucks for us, right? We're doing this because we believe in AMC and GME, but it would be nice if I had, like I used to have, time to get up, open up and start looking at what catalysts are coming this morning. Where can I possibly make a couple bucks today? That life is gone now. That's complete. This is not your old Massalorian day trader anymore.
And just to let the audience, everybody who's watching know, if you're going to talk about AMC publicly and you're going to drop content regarding AMC, it's really hard to do it and not own the stock, not even just own it, to be all in on it. Like that's the thing. I could never talk about this if I didn't own the stock. Like,
I know. How could you ever?
Like, that would be so fake.
Shit.
That is the fakest thing you could possibly do. Like, hey guys, this is what's going to go on with AMC, and I don't have a fucking share. Like,
here's even the bigger thing, John. And I a while back when I did one of the clickbait videos that I'm still working on one now, I always told people, like, if you really want to know where someone is as far as an AMC creator, go to their page and go into their video section and scroll back through their history and see what was the first thumbnail that AMC popped up on. And if it is post June 3rd, then you have a pretty good idea of either whether or not this creator owns shares, if he does or not. And if he does, what did he get in at? Because if they didn't start making AMC videos till after June 3rd, they're bag holding right now, right? Yeah. So they might have a different narrative than we do. So you really got to do your DD on your channels. And I'm working on a video for you guys about that. But, go back into the history, look and see, what was this guy talking about? Was he talking about it leading up to the run up? Or was this something that he saw an opportunity to make money because it was, you know, it flew off the handle and everyone wanted to AMC information. Thomas James is one example of a guy who didn't do one AMC video until we ran. And it's like, you know, so those people who were making videos leading up to the June 3rd run up have a total different outlook and mentality on this stock than people who got it. Look at Richie, look at Ape Father, right? He's completely lost his marbles because he's down huge right now. He's holding the bag on AMC. I think he'll be made right and whole in the end, but I understand where his mental instability is coming from right now.
Yes.
Because of what's going on.
That's why
you know?
I don't ever pick on that guy ever. I don't ever talk bad about him because I'm like, you know what? That guy's holding a heavy bag right now. I mean, he can't even lift it off the floor, I don't think.
Right. Plus his own body weight. Right.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So whatever he's got to get through that, because let me tell you, being down a ton of money, it's tough mentally, man. You can go nuts. You can go nuts, especially when you have a family as big as his.
Hold up real quick. Tenny time, you want to come on the chat, bro? Yeah, just let me know. You got to tell me in the chat. Yep.
Come on in, Tendy.
You got to holler at me.
Get your country ass in here, boy.
Yeah. Get your big country ass in here. All right, let me see here. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your comment, Johnny.
Yeah, just talking about Ape Father, man. Look, I get that he doesn't provide any information really. He's like, he says, I'm an entertainer. So, but at the same time, I feel like that guy like, if you're asking me to bet on if he owns or he doesn't own, I'm going to bet all my money that he owns. And he's holding a very heavy bag. So I cut him slack in that situation, because when you're married to, and maybe your significant other is not into this world, and they're looking at your joint accounts and you're down hundreds of thousands of dollars, possibly in his case, you're going to get pressure from that end too. So it's your own pressure, and it's the pressure from your significant other, and it's like, that ain't fun. No. So I feel for the guy, and you know, I wish he would kind of come back to the situation a little more normalized and lay off the food and all that stuff, because he's been around for a while, and you know, it was a funny little thing for a while, but now it's like, man, you're clogging up the feed now with these these videos every half an hour. But you know,
or indulge yourself into that thing. Like if you really love food that much, make a food channel.
Right.
Go do restaurants, check out menus, do reviews on different steakhouses, whatever. You just change it. It doesn't have to be a financial channel. You don't have to be a financial advisor. You're the Ape Father. Go do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, he's built the name already, so he'll get some people to follow another channel and make it a food channel.
Maybe even more people will follow him at that point. He looks like he knows what a good meal tastes like, right? So if you're looking at him, you're saying he knows how to eat.
Right. He should just get into like competitive Italian food eating or something like that.
There you go. There you go. How many cannolis in an hour? Yeah.
Yeah. How many? What does he eat all the time? Rotini or rollatini or something like that.
Rotini and
the eggplant thing. He's always showing that.
Yeah. Calamari. Yeah, he's always got something.
Yeah.
Michelle says, I'm only buying AMC and crypto. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that now he's back into another slugfest with this kid, the Commander 35.
35.
I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, come on, man. You guys are like name calling each other through YouTube.
Did you see Commander 35's video?
Which one? The latest?
The 20-second one that he made making fun of Ape Father. Yeah, it was like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's like now they're comparing wallets. Like, hey, look at all these cars, and then the other guy's like, hey, look at all these steaks that I eat. Yeah, I'm like, what is this?
I know. I know.
Oh,
all right, hold on. I gotta try to catch up with the chat here. I didn't see an answer from Tendy Time yet, but did he? Oh, someone said nice Tendy. Do you see anything in the chat that I'm missing?
I don't, because I don't see the chat. I see the stream.
Oh, that's right. You can't see the chat. You can see the chat though if you want to, right? You could pull it up on your phone, right?
Yeah, I don't like messing with it, but
okay. I just thought about doing that. I grabbed my iPad mini, and I'm like, well, I wonder if I could just use this to put the chat on so that my screen could be bigger, so I could maneuver.
Actually, let me get my tablet. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, Tony D's in the house. He is in the chat. I saw someone say he's in the chat. Change over from rodeo to concert. Checking out about the AMC. Checking out about the AMC bosses. T, what's going on, buddy? How you guys having fun? Pantheon says. By the way, Pantheon, your link is sent. That was a great video, and I love taking your viewers around to food joints and different locations in Hawaii. Yeah, man, that's really cool. I wish I had somewhere cool like that I lived that I could do that. Fahad says, hey to Liz. Is Liz in the chat? I didn't see her pop up. Oh, yeah, there she is. Liz Clayman's whistle is in his house. What's up, Lizzie? Victor Mercado says, why doesn't CSI come on anymore? I don't know, bro. I sent him a tweet with the link. Or I sent him a tweet on Twitter, a DM to come on, but I haven't heard from him.
Does he have Twitter? Because he asked me to come on.
Yeah.
I guess to something, and I told him hit me up on Twitter. I'm obviously not going to put my phone number out on YouTube.
Right.
So I don't know. He hasn't though, but okay.
That's a good idea. Ape Father Fabian says he could do Jenny Craig. That would be a challenge, right? Everyone's doing Johnny's got his challenge. The Ape Father could do a challenge, Jenny Craig challenge.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
BioLeft Hemp says, American Dream 6.2. What's up, buddy? I honestly believe Ape Father and Command 35 are just putting on a show. It's for fun. They're both entertaining. There you go. Yeah, man. Tenny Time says, I'm about to hop in the shower. I know we good. Okay, so do you not want me to send it to you, man? I'll wait for him to answer me. Julie says, Clark, Tony. Oh, she's letting her husband know Tony Terrace in the house. Lizzie is saying hey to Liz. Clark is saying hi to Tony. This is like a neighborhood chat session here. Who do I got? Oh, someone just popped in the lobby. Yeah, it is a sausage fest back there. I would not want to be in that waiting room right now. God, poor Pantheon. Apes First Wall Street. What's up, brother? Good evening. How you doing, man? He's saying what's up to you too, man.
There. And if any of you guys are watching, sub to that guy, man. He's
go sub to Apes First Wall Street channel. Yeah.
Sub to Apes First Wall Street, man. He's
an ape.
He's strong. Like he's strong in this game with us.
For sure. Yeah, guys, go do that, please. Help him out. Help him out. Let's help out our fellow people. Look at what happened to Lord X Nemesis. Dude was about to make his last video, and now he's about to come on a live stream. In a matter of a couple of days.
He's too cool. Yeah, he's too cool to hang out.
Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm getting in the shower. Victor says, "Oh, I thought some beef with Tony." No. I don't. Just it's CSI is doing his own live streams. First of all, he's busy, and then I saw earlier today he was jacked and saying that he had just indulged heavily in Sundial products and was heading to the movies. So he's probably not around to see his Twitter right now. Tendy Time says he'll come around. All right, brother. Sounds good. Michelle says, why is no one on board? Michelle H says, why is no one on board with CSI and his clan's town hall on April 22nd? So Michelle, when you say no one, I think he has some people that signed up, right? But I'm assuming you're directing this towards me and John. And I'll just repeat what I said before. But as far as my case goes, and as far as I'm concerned, until I can get a definite or an answer back about him actually being open to doing this, I don't want to spend what little free time I have putting effort into doing that if there's no way possible it will ever happen, right? There's not many things. And Pantheon says there was a boatload of people who signed up for the town hall yesterday. So he's getting some feedback. And the more people sign up for it, I think the more it will entice possibly someone from AMC to come to answer us. And like I said, I put in a request with someone who's spoken to Adam Aaron, has his personal information to get a hold of him. And the person hasn't gotten back to me, and I've reached out to them twice since they reached out to me originally saying they would help. So let's see. My neighbor's dog says, yo, my dogs. I'm going to bring Pantheon on, guys, because I'm almost caught up to the chat right now, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. So I'm going to bring on Mr. Pantheon. Good evening, sir.
Okay, it's unfair that you bring me on as you've caught up to the chat. chat. That's unfair.
That was on purpose, bro. I wasn't gonna make me look like a fool. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I see there's a lot of questions you've addressed already about CSI. CSI put out a video today called the Quickie video, where he was telling people he's backing up AMC and Sundial by smoking a bunch of Sundial and then going to the movies. So I don't know if he's in the chat somewhere listening, but hi CSI if you are. If not, he's probably enjoying a back-to-back matinee.
If all 4 million apes did that, could that be an unknown catalyst we've been waiting for? Is it possible?
Well, if everybody decides to purchase some Sundial and then go to the back-to-back matinees and pay full price, hey,
that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money coming in. That's what I'm saying.
Who's to say?
Right, exactly.
But the other thing about, if I could just 1 sec, the town hall thing. So on Pantheon Radio, I've been talking about that for the last 3-4 nights. I'm helping Brenda, Queen of Swords. She's been instrumental in working with CSI. We've talked about the benefits of the town hall, even if Adam Aaron wouldn't show up, and we've been pushing it on our channel. So to who I forget who the commenter was, but there are many of us who are helping out CSI with this. So he's doing great. We're going to help him out, and we're all in this together. And if it doesn't result in Adam Aaron and some brand new thing that we are hoping to achieve, it's still part of an amazing story that's being interwoven with the videos that you two gentlemen are helping spearhead, with the work that we've had with, all the exposure with all the media heads. Anyways, this thing is becoming a bigger story, and a bunch of ape investors, getting together and trying to organize a town hall, that just tells part of an amazing story. So if nothing else, it's just hit this thing from every side. As John Wick says, don't just sit around. Let's start doing some stuff. And this is people doing stuff, so we should support it. Sorry, Mass. Yeah. Just wanted to get that out.
No, that's great. No, and I agree with you 100%. Right. I want to be able to help in any capacity that I can and offer my services to anyone. Like I reached out, or I forget who reached out to who, but me and Johnny talked about doing the montage, and I said I'd give him a hand with it. I told CSI the same thing about the town hall. I said I will give you a hand with it. I just need to know that this is gonna be a possibility. I know for me, I'll finish this video, this project that me and John are working on. I will get it done and get it out. I know that for a fact, so I can willingly devote my time to it, knowing this is gonna happen. The town hall, I don't have that guarantee yet, and I have such a small amount of time free between the channel, doing the video, working with Lily on her campaign before the primaries. There's just a very little time, and I want to try to spend it as the best light that I can.
Yeah, and in fairness to the person who made the comment, it's impossible to follow every influencer, every YouTuber's videos and see what they're doing. But just trust me, there are those of us who are helping this, and we are pushing it forward. It's important.
Okay, that's good to know, man. So,
hello, John Wick.
It's being covered.
Hey, Pantheon, how you doing, buddy?
That's good to know, because I don't want him being left out or feel like he's being left out in the cold or anything like that. So, and I've said that to him multiple times.
He's cool.
I said, if you need something from me right now, like something digital, whatever it happened to be, a thumbnail, logo, anything, I'll do that for you right now to get you up and running. But as far as like really sitting down and being like, all right, how do we lay out this format? How are we going to do this? Like, you're talking about hours, tens of hours of work that's got to be put into it. So to make it legit, I don't want to half-ass it. That's just not my style. Apes vs. Wall Street says he signed up no problem. I did see some people saying they were having trouble signing up, or they weren't getting the emails. And I saw Brenda, Queen of Swords, said she was going to work on fixing that. Pantheon, you have any update on that?
Well, no, I don't have an update on that. Brenda jumped in at the end of Pantheon Radio last night and said there was a boatload of people that had subscribed yesterday. And
cool.
Things are looking good. Brenda, I'm trying to help her out. I'm going to start looking into more of the state of Delaware requirements of corporations, which is where AMC is incorporated, and figure out what legalities do we need to follow in order to even start this procedure for a corporation. So I'm going to try and help them with that to start with. Have I successfully delayed your comments? Because that's my master plan here. I'm trying to get you behind.
What a so So there is a possibility then that legally we could force him into this meeting.
I can't comment on that.
Okay. Gotcha. So if you haven't figured out yet, Pam isn't actually in the chat since the next 40 messages are just PAM with waving signs. So I'm going to skip down and catch up. Chris Kalinikta, yesterday was Greek Independence Day, man. Happy Greek Independence Day. Let's see. I love it. You got to love this. Steve J says, is it Steve? Oh, who's this? Who's this? Riptide says, shout out the mods. All right, so who's in the house right now? Javi was here, but he left. Liz Clayman's Whistle is here right now. Ham the Trader, who cannot spell trader, is in the chat. And I think it's just, I don't see Natalie anywhere. So it would be that. And we're going to be adding Diaz as a mod. So he will be getting a shout out. But yeah, it looks like just Liz right now and Ham. I think Javi left. He said he was coming back. So Doc Zeno's in the house. Doc Zeno says time for AMC to begin moving. Sounds good. Chad says I'll support y'all any way I can. Let's get these bags. Yeah, Chad said every time he gets a shout out on his channel, his subs go down. So please stop shouting him out. But guys, so help out Chad and go sub to his channel. Apparently he's losing subs from shout outs on Masloyan's live stream, which sucks. Sorry, Chad. Steve J. Oh, by the way, Riptide Redemption. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. And Steve J. Same thing. Thank you, man. AMC, GME, BBY, Sundial. Let it squeeze for a few. Buy into HYMC to short sin back to hell. A glorious hallelujah. To our Jesus, our Maker. D-whack the end. All right, man. Steve J. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Pam says, Riptide, you're so awesome. Yeah, because he says shout out the mods, Pam. He's awesome. No, Riptide, I love you, man. Thank you. VT, let's see here. Sorry to stay. Hold on. VT says, sorry to say, stop wasting your time in NG. It won't help with the squeeze. They will only use it as manipulation. Just chill, relax. All right, man. Sounds good.
Wait, what?
He says, sorry to say, stop wasting your time and energy. It won't help with the squeeze. They will only use it as manipulation. Just chill, relax. So VT, be specific. What is a waste of time? What, the town hall? What?
He's talking about the town hall. And
okay, do you know VT?
No, but that's, okay. I mean, following the pattern of comments, that's, I believe, what he's talking about. Lord X addressed it. No negativity, guys. Yeah, go ahead, John. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I get those Debbie Downers, what I call them. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. I'll get that comment saying, oh, the videos aren't going to help. I know everything and it won't help and it's a done deal, so don't bother. So I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're going to continue with that. Same thing with the town hall. I'm sure CSI gets those messages all day. Oh, this is a waste of time. What's a waste of time is sitting here and doing nothing and just watching the ticker all day. We're not selling, and apparently they're not letting it run yet. So how could it possibly be a waste of time? It's just not possible.
Yep. Motion creates emotion, right? Motion creates emotion. And yeah, I mean, we're not getting anywhere talking about it. This is a great forum to come on and discuss, to encourage each other. There's a lot of good things about the live streams, right? But as far as pushing the MOASS, we're not doing that by the live streams, right? That it's not directly affecting it. It is making us organized. It is getting us into this community mindset and supporting each other. But as far as like legit pushing the MOASS, there's more that needs to be done. As far as I'm concerned. Six Sun says, I love Nally the Trader. That's his favorite mod. Let's see. Diaz is saying what's up to Fahad. Gary, good evening, buddy. How you doing? Gary's in the chat. Julie says, I put this on slow mode. It's still Julie says, Mass, can you tell me your favorite must-see in Boston? I would say you have to go to the Green Dragon Tavern, which is the first tavern in the United States. And that's where the Sons of Liberty met before the Revolutionary War started in Concord and Lexington. That's where I would go. Pretty cool place. And I used to be a bouncer there. All right, let's see. Nick YD says, till the wheels fall off. Love to play that song right now. Till the wheels fall off, we're here to break this bitch. Not coddle it. Understood. Understood. Apes Rush Wall Street says, I agree with John Wick sniping. Riptide says, not a waste of time, just cool fix, hanging out. Yeah, exactly. This definitely is not a waste of time, right? There's so many benefits to doing the live streams. When people give me shit about it, I'm like, man, I think it's just a good thing. It's healthy. People get to, speak their mind. They get questions answered. We all can like brainstorm and help them. This is like the best way to do it. You going on and spitting game to the camera for 3 minutes, 10 times a day. I don't know how much you're going to accomplish really with that as far as like a sense of community and family. That's just me.
No, I agree. The live streams are, it just really gives you a good chance to engage directly with the community. Like, I love doing that. Like I said, I'm coming from the position of them, meaning I was them. I was watching, okay? I was commenting here and there. I wasn't one of these crazy commenters that it's like every video drops, you're dropping 10 comments per video. But I was just like everybody else that's watching now that doesn't really come out publicly and do videos and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I thought the lives were the best thing when I was just a viewer. So I don't see how this could ever be bad. It's a form of entertainment. It's a form of engagement, and there's a common interest with the stock, and just those three things right there, I think it just makes it worthwhile.
Pantheon?
I don't think I could improve upon what John just said.
Sorry.
What? It's hard. It's hard to do. I agree with you.
That was difficult. I was actually just typing in the private chat. Well said, John.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to engage in typing as well. So that's the
must be nice, guys. Must be nice.
Yeah, you do what you do. Me and Pantheon will take care of the inside the chat there.
Beautiful. Oh, you pulled it up on your iPad? You got it?
Wait, yeah. See, nice. CSI's in the house.
Oh, he's out of the movie?
I guess. CSI, you did not reach out to me on Twitter, sir. And Liz Clayman's whistle, John Wick sniping. Pew, pew, pew,
hey,
pew,
what's
pew.
Up? Here's a good question. Clark says, how many different stocks are shorted by hedge funds in the stock market? So every day it changes, right, Clark? That's constantly changing. And the data that we are getting, remember something, the data that we are getting on shorts is late and inaccurate. It is just used as a tool to get a basic understanding of where the shorts sit right now. But you can pay. Pantheon, do you have Ortex or Johnny? Do you have Ortex?
I do not, sir.
No, me neither. Pantheon, do you?
No, I've got other sources. Yeah, I don't use Ortex.
TD, I think, has it.
TD, Thinkorswim has it too, right?
Yeah. No, I'm saying Tony De Niro.
Oh, Tony De Niro. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But like every stock is shorted. I mean, pretty much every single stock in the market gets shorted. It's the extremes that they go to. And as Mass and John were saying, what we get out of the Ortex data, that's 65% of the reported exchanges. And of that information, it's what they're wanting to tell us, right? Long positions have to be accurately reported by these hedge funds, but their short positions are self-reported. And anything that allows you to self-report, if you're a dishonest type A personality, you're not going to be honest about it. And I just want to also jump out and say, shout out to Who's Your Proud. I hope everything's going okay. It's nice to see you in the chat.
Who's Your Proud's got some issues?
No, not issues. I just haven't seen Who's Your Proud in a while, and I'm just happy to see. I'm happy to see her back commenting.
Got you. Movie Man 80 says, I don't even know what the hell the town hall is. All I asked was, what is the purpose of it? Because I don't know what it is. So the purpose was basically we wanted, CSI, right? This is CSI's baby. He wanted to get a couple people on to someone's channel, like on a Zoom call, preferably a Zoom call, I think, at this point, to speak with someone from AMC Two, ask them a bunch of questions that we have right now that, you know, we've had multiple different answers for, and everyone has a different opinion on. I think he wants to basically get it from the horse's mouth. But we just are having trouble getting an answer from AA. So, and that's what the town hall would be. Little Natural says, have you ever asked Trey to come on? Yes, Little Natural. Yep. I've spoken with him recently. Common Sense Investor. Oh, he's in the chat. I was just talking about him. Now he's in the chat. I got Twitter and have. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I just wanted to make sure you knew you had an invite. I just want to make sure everyone is. And Cam, too. I told Cam in the chat, if he wants to link, just drop me a yes.
Yeah, CSI. Come on, CSI.
Cam from CS Trades?
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the chat.
He's in a live with Froggy.
He's in with Froggy. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he probably just stepped on to say hi. Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah. Pantheon, did you hear what happened between CSI and Smith? Smith in the comments? Our subscriber, our ape?
No.
Dude, CSI sold him a fake Rolex. How crazy is that?
Common Sense Investor?
Yeah, in his dreams. Yeah, Smith had a dream that CSI sold him a fake Rolex. That's how ingrained AMC is in his head.
You don't want to know how I was going to respond to that. Take that offline. What are you doing?
Yeah,
freaking me out.
It was real awkward for us there.
God, I was trying. That was on purpose. But yeah, how funny is that? Imagine you having dreams that CSI was trying to rob you for a Rolex. God.
Now, let's everyone understand that's a joke. He's kidding around, and don't spin that, please.
No, that was really his dream.
I know, but it didn't happen in real life. Someone's going to make this a real life thing.
Yeah.
CSI, come on.
That guy, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes.
CSI ends up in the clink tonight because of me. We got you for armed robbery, huh?
Hey, Mass, read TD Wynn's message there. TD Wynn.
TD Wynn. It's back up.
Yeah, his message is right under. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know TD Wynn. That's my
boy.
Hold on.
His wife was gonna leave him, and now she's not gonna leave him.
I thought that was a joke.
Well, the terms of the divorce I heard was if he holds AMC, she's gonna divorce him. But if he sells AMC, she's gonna divorce him. Those were the terms.
Not bad. All right, hold on. I thought this was a joke when I watched this video.
It was.
My wife's not leaving me, y'all. She asked how many AMC shares I have. I said about 1,000. I actually have more than 2,000. Did she? By the way, TD, did she not know that was she listening when you were recording? Was that really how she found out? Because that would have been great if you could have caught her face. Mike Millspot saying Earth to CSI. Do you read me? Pam says I saw you mention me in the video, CSI. You mentioned Pam in the video, CSI. Let's see. Nick YD says, yeah, how's Zane feeling this weekend? Probably taking a ride in his dirt bike somewhere to go cry again. Bubby says we need T0. We need T0. That would be how you introduce blockchain to the market, right, Bubby? Pantheon, do you know the answer to this, or John? If we were to introduce blockchain technology to the market, say across every different exchange, right? If they all were on one system, right? Is that possible that you could actually have settlements at the end of the day to figure out exactly what exact numbers are? Pantheon, do you know?
Yep. Project Ion is working on distributed ledger technology, which is different than blockchain. Blockchain technology basically would have no owner and therefore could not be controlled like Bitcoin. You can regulate Bitcoin, you can make people have to show what's in their wallets, but you can't actually stop the Bitcoin from moving around. Distributed ledger technology is more like Google Docs. One person owns the Word file, they allow people access to it, everybody can work on it, but if the owner of that Word file in Google Docs decided to get everyone cut out, they could do that and freeze the file, right? That's the difference. Now, Project Ion was built by the DTCC to work on T+1 and T+0 settlement. But the first step is they're going to be trying to introduce T+1 settlement. And when it comes into full effect, and ladies and gentlemen, it is running, but it's not active in the markets yet. It's still in that testing phase. In Q1 at some point, They're planning to start letting it go, but they're going to leave the existing markets continuing in synchronization both. And at some point, probably in Q3 or Q4 of this year, then they would be looking to potentially at that point switch everybody into Project Ion. You got to have a concurrent process until everyone's ready, until they can jump in. So we don't need blockchain introduced. We have Project Ion introduced, and why they've gone with distributed ledger technology is because they can control that as opposed to not having the control. So it's coming, folks, but it's going to be a while. But it's already developed to include T+0 same-day settlement.
I was talking to one of the guys right before we came on, who has a big position, and he said to me, well, what are you going to do after? Are you going to reinvest in blue chips? Because there's a possibility that they might have to, that those prices may come down heavily because of them having to pay us, and they'd be at a steep discount, right? Deep effing value. And I said to him, yeah, but for me personally, I want to wait until that technology is implemented, and I know that my money and my buys and sells are counting towards something, which I feel right now I get a little bit of with Fidelity using Active Trader Pro, right? Like Johnny was saying on Friday, he was trying to help push the price up, keep it above $20, and by using Fidelity and not being on payment for order flow with Robinhood and Webull, he was able to actually do that. So get off those effing apps, guys.
Shame if you still have it. Listen, if you're thinking of buying more AMC, why don't you buy those new shares on Fidelity? And TD. Then that way, and then just transfer it over.
Yep. You don't even have to even transfer them, right? Because that's not going to hurt or help us.
Right.
Transferring them out of Webull or Robinhood. But just going forward, just use the new brokerage account to purchase.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. We're getting back to the basics.
Hey, Mass, there's a bunch of follow-up Project Ion questions. So
I see
mind if I just hit these off quickly?
Sure, go for it.
The first one I see, Daily Taylor, Project Ion sounds dope. Yes, it does. Then I see Bubby Stamper. Is that Robot Godzilla? Yes, Robot Godzilla and Project Ion are the same thing. Robot Godzilla is the street term, I guess, that's been used. I don't know why. It's a cool name, I guess, but it's the same thing. Susan saying T+0 will be awesome. Absolutely. And then we've got a question from Big B, Pantheon. So Project Ion is totally different than BSTX, correct? That is correct. They're two different things. The BSTX is a new exchange like the IEX or the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange. It's another option that people will have. And that one is run on blockchain, but that also has part ownership because they are a market maker by Citadel. So when people see that, and other influencers have not understood that, and they've said that Project Ion is blockchain and it's owned by Citadel. No. Citadel's a part owner of creating the exchange of BSTX because they are in fact a market maker. But Project Ion is not an exchange. Project Ion is like the cop on the beat, tracking everything. Think of it that way. Two separate things. All excellent questions, though.
Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that. Was there another question you wanted to answer, the one I pulled up, or are you good?
Oh, sorry. What was the one you called up? I missed that.
From XRQ9. It says,
sorry.
Do you think Ion could be used with the meme stocks during the MOASS?
I've speculated on that on my channel. There's no receipts on this. This is just speculation. I like to clarify what we can say is DD versus what we're... Whoa! John Wick's gotten big there.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
That's all good, my man. A possibility. I speculate. People were speculating, like Lou and others were saying, that they might take all the meme stocks and roll them into Project Ion and use that as the platform to deal with them off the other exchanges. I propose an idea of maybe they take the other exchanges if NSCC 2021-010 gets active, which it's not yet active, and if then major stocks were going to be transferred to a counterparty, then and that's nothing. It's an NSCC rule, but the NSCC doesn't buy the stocks. Tony DeNiro caught me on a mistake I made on a video. But with that, maybe they would put those stocks into Project Ion to protect them so that they couldn't get dumped. Anyways, we've got multiple ways to look at it. That's all speculation. I wouldn't count on any of that coming into effect with Project Ion. I expect it will probably be kept separate.
Right on. And for the second time in back-to-back weeks, Pantheon's telling a story and someone is petting his dog. Oh, boy. When will we learn? Let's see. Bobby says, I love learning about this stuff. Apes are getting smarter. Hedges are in trouble. Yeah, so Bobby, that's another good thing about the lives, right? Bringing on these two gentlemen and discussing things. If you're just in the live stream, just checking it out, you're going to pick up some information here and there, maybe some tricks, maybe some tips, maybe some speculation. Who knows? But I don't think they're doing any harm. And I think that this would have been awesome had we had this back in April, May, June, July, August. Like, the fact that it took us a year to get our shit together sucks. And that we can't even get those old guys involved with us. Like, I'll tell you something right now. I went last night. I was up. I asked Pantheon right now. I was delusional yesterday morning, trying to get his attention, thinking he wanted me to come on his live stream for some reason at 5 a.m. I have no idea why I thought that, but I was literally delusional. But I was going back and I was looking at the old chat from April of last year. And I was reading on Lou's comment section, Trey and Review Dork, all of them commenting on his videos. And I'm like, man, you guys were that close to each other and you never organized or anything. It was always, you know, we're going to take it in different directions. There was I mean, how many times did we see them get together besides the time in Kansas City?
Yeah, the feeling I got was that some of those first-gen YouTubers, and I'm not looking to disparage anyone here, the feeling I got, like John Wick said, I was a viewer of everybody. I was one of the people watching everyone before I started this in November. And during the time as a viewer, it always felt to me like these guys thought they were in competition with each other. And I say that because everybody raced to get that piece of news out fastest so they got the views without fast fact-checking. Whereas now, I think the second-gen group, I don't think we look at each other as competition. In fact, we're opening our arms, as JOHNWICKSNIPIN has done, and said, please, more people start talking. Let's make this volume. That's what we're about, man. None of you guys are competition for me. We're all in this together.
No, that's the silliest thing.
And we share information. We share information because John Wick may have viewers that don't care for my voice. And they, you know, so if he shares the same information I am, we're getting the right facts out. We're getting the DD out, right? Some people listen to Boss Blunt, others listen to Bigum, some listen to all of us. But if we all have the same correct, factual, with receipt information, then we're spreading that to the people, and that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, let me just jump in real quick on that.
Go for it.
Just for everybody that's watching, I care more about the stock than you do. I promise you.
Yeah, me too.
I want to get rich from this stock. That way, I don't have to talk about this anymore. I've got other ideas for my channel, other things that I can do. Max and I have talked about it. I care about the stock. I don't care about doing this every day. So that's all I can say about that. I just the first gen guys, Pantheon says, I think really cared about YouTube. They cared about getting on camera, building their channel, having this thing go as long as it's gone. I think they were happy for it to go this far already. Some of them jumped out of the topic and they jumped back in. And this second wave really just makes me feel like they care. They're not competing with each other. You know, Max Lauren has his audience, Pantheon has his audience, I have mine. We come together, we unite all of our audiences together in live, we engage and stuff like that. And those guys, you know, Matt Kors, when I would watch, because I was a viewer and I would just be watching him, and he was just raking in the dough. Couldn't even acknowledge anybody. Yeah, he couldn't acknowledge anybody that was under $100 on his super chat. So
I know. Think about that.
This is a whole different vibe.
Yeah, it really is, right? And a couple things about that. Did I just lose everyone? No, it's Pantheon. Do you have your headphones on, Pantheon?
Yep, I muted myself for a second. I had
okay, that's what that was. Okay,
I took a drink of water.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, shit. What was I gonna say? What was the last thing you just said, Johnny?
I was just saying how like the second wave is like Pantheon, just kind of piggybacking what he was saying, which is the second group is a tighter group. The first group was just like more about YouTube, super chats with Matt Cords and raking in the dough.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Okay. And with that said, let me just add to that, of course, all of us that have put all this time and energy into our channels, we want them to grow, right? I don't think anyone's being misleading saying, oh, I don't give a shit about my channel. Of course I do. I take pride in my channel. I take pride in my work. So obviously I want to grow. I think just like a lot of other creators. Now there are some guys out there who could completely care less, and I get that too. I understand. And I don't look differently at anyone. For me, this is about journalism and bringing a story to people and being accurate and factual. And I plan on continuing to do that for whatever the next battle is that we come up against in life, whatever that happens to be. So I don't want anyone to think that I don't care about my channel, because I do. And I want it to be something that I am proud of and look back and say, yeah, I did it the right way, and it did a decent enough job, and I put my best into it. And you know, and those guys did do that back then. But I think with these humble beginnings and not everyone like blowing up in the matter of a couple of days, gives us a little bit of a different perspective, because we're not raking in the dough right now, right? No matter what the stock does. So we're actually concerned about what the stock's doing, and therefore we want to give you guys the most factual information and up to date that we have, because we want the thing to squeeze. And I think that's what separates us the most, if I had to pick one thing.
And just to add one thing to that, to be honest with you, the little money that I'm getting through Google via my YouTube videos, I put it into AMC. So this is not paying my bills. I have a 9-to-5. I've explained that in my videos and what I do. This is definitely just a side thing that I'm doing. But the money that I literally have just gotten, I put it, that was part of what I bought on Friday, yesterday, for AMC. So.
KYP says Keenan is another good guy. He's the real deal along with. Yeah, Keenan Grace is just, I mean, dude, he's like the preacher of Wall Street. I mean, if there's a butcher of Wall Street, it's Marcel. Keenan is the preacher of Wall Street. And his charisma is just off the chains.
Yeah.
He's an amazing dude. Daipan says, Chris says paper hand course. Daipan says, I appreciate all you guys for sure. I love the different perspectives from real factual information, good and bad. Thank you. Yeah, man, thanks. We try to get you guys the facts. I think that's important, most of all, rather than the big story. Thank you, Julie, very much, very much. Smith says, look at history. Look at history. The kings have always been dethroned, and the peeps behind them have thrived. Yeah, look at all of the peasant rebellions that have gone on throughout history, right? We might have another one coming up right now. Riptide, thank you, brother, for the channel, but I'm saying the rest of my cash for buying more AMC Monday. Right on, bro. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Believe me, that $5 will go to something good to help us. I promise you that. As long as I can stay in my place. I'm just not looking to sell any of my AMC right now. I thought this shit would have been over a long time ago, but it's not. And, you know, you got to act as if now. Jackson Hunter.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man.
You know what's funny is the way I look at money these days is equal to AMC shares. So, you know, I'll look at, let's say, Uber. I'm laying in bed, and I'm looking at Uber delivery. And I'm like, you know, because that's gone up like crazy. I don't know if any of you guys do that, but
just regular Uber.
Well, I'm talking about the delivery for food.
Okay.
I like that whole system until recently, where it's like you got to spend like $30-35 for a meal now on Uber. So I look at it as, do I want to spend 2 AMC shares currently on this, or do I just want to go and heat up a frozen pizza? I'll heat up the frozen pizza. That's 2 AMC shares. So.
Yeah, I was making those calls back in April and May myself, being like, yeah.
Yeah.
Pantheon, did you want to add to that?
Nope.
Okay. I just want to make sure, man, because I can't see you, so it's hard to know when you're looking to come in, you know what I mean? So that's why I keep asking.
You get that fantastic. Right? Yeah, you're doing great.
Okay.
You guys both doing great.
I just can't. I don't know if you're like, you could be like on the precipice of wanting to speak, but I have no idea. Okay.
I'm very high maintenance, everyone. Just understand. Massalorian's gotten to know I'm very high maintenance.
No, you're all good, man. Liz Clayton's whistle says, what happened?
Big B wrote something that's good that we should probably talk about. 11:03 p.m. Big B. Anyone have a feeling this recent run is different than in the past? Seems hedgies are not able to suppress, just like the fight of 20 on Friday.
I don't know what's any different than any of the other 25% runs that we've seen, because until we break out, to me there's no difference. It doesn't really affect me one way or the other until we break out of, or break over 22 and hold it for a half a day. I'm not really concerned. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, for me, I hate to say this because I don't want to give dates. I don't want to give prices or shares, but something does feel different for me this time.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
It's hard to put my finger on it, and I'm saying this at the risk of people saying, "Oh, Pantheon says we're gonna MOASS this week." It's not what I'm saying, but something feels different. The way the price moved up this week, the way that my Wednesday target, like on Tuesday, I was saying for Wednesday I'm targeting 150 million with an increasing price. We went to 170 million with an increasing price. That meant for Max Payne, they had to start taking us down Thursday. They couldn't do it all on Friday. Thursday didn't really move. We dropped down to about 70-ish million, I think, in volume, but the price stayed fairly flat. And then Friday, they couldn't get us below Max Payne, even though the action on the week rose Max Payne from 15.50 up to what, 18 bucks. It wasn't the same level of control that they've shown since July. And something is feeling different, and I'm very positive, but I'm going to use the words cautiously optimistic, because there are others that I put a lot of faith in who think the overall market's going to continue to tank and might bring AMC back down with it some more. There's others that think that we're at a strong point now. I'm interested to see what happens this week, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Something does feel different in a positive way.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way.
I agree, and that's the way I took that person's comment. The way you explained it, Max, yes, we've been here before. We've seen this multiple times. But the way he was framing his question was kind of like the sentiment of what happened last week. Does it feel different this time for the 30th time maybe that we've gone through this? Does this feel different? And I agree with Pantheon. For some reason, it does feel different. As you guys know, I am of the strong believer that, and I've said it many times in videos, that this is not going to happen organic. I'm still sticking to that. I'm never wavering from that. I just think that there's so much dark corruption in this stock market that I don't think that the crazy run is going to be allowed. You're going to see spikes, but I don't think crazy runs are going to happen. That's why I am so motivated for action. And I can continue to make the statement. You know why? Because I own AMC, and if I'm wrong, I would love to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I beg to be wrong.
I always want to be wrong.
Please
let me be wrong.
Please let me be wrong. Doesn't mean I'm moving any of my shares, and as everybody knows, I've doubled my position just to tell you what I'm talking. But I want to be wrong.
Right on. Riptide Redemption says, Movie man, by the way, man, dude, thank you so much for that chat. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I just don't even know what to say. So, let's see.
Here, let me add something to that. Movie man, what's his name? Movie man?
80, yeah.
That's very nice. And let me just tell you something. Master Lorian, if anybody is deserving of something like that, that is like, he is, man. He really,
don't say that. Don't say that. But thank you. But thank you.
Yeah, I just mean like he really prides himself in what he does. This guy is a hard worker when it comes to his channel, and I appreciate what he does. So
thank you, man.
I thank you also on his behalf.
Thanks, Johnny. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. G0033 says, down 100 grand feels like shit. Yeah, man. I can imagine. I was just talking about that with someone earlier. Like, you know, those people that are holding right now. I feel for you guys. I get it. I'm not that far off from not being green anymore on AMC. I'm not green on GME. So don't think everyone's in a different spot here. We're all very similar, a lot of us. Let's see. Someone said borrowed money is drying up. Absolutely. Shoot, before I forget, I got to put this comment up. And Julie's saying Pantheon's giving good vibes. Maybe they're running out of dry powder. San Diego laundromats. Do you actually own a laundromat in San Diego? They're definitely running out of dry powder. So are we, though.
I'm out now.
I know, right? Lord Nemesis is saying what's up to Ace Rush Wall Street. No problem. Yeah, you got it, brother. Yeah, it's a Panasonic G7 Lumix DSLR mirrorless. And I think you can get it on sale right now for about $400. That was the biggest investment I made when I did this, was the camera. Let's see. Red Star, what's up, buddy? Good evening. Neri says, yes, 100%. Really appreciate the work, information. Yeah, of course, no problem, guys. Data Zero says, I'm green. Good, man. I'm glad you are. I hope all you guys are green. I hope all you guys are green. You know, especially my subscribers and my fellow creators. I mean, you know, I have a personal connection with most of you guys. So, Elisa says, great mass. Yeah, of course. Lord Emesis says, so much love in the air tonight. Like Elton John. Let's see. Yuckerford is saying hi to Pam. Pam, you can tell when Pam's back because, you know, chat just blows up. Pantheon, by the way, I was going to ask you, I heard, well, what do you think is the story with Friday? Why do you think that let me put it this way. Do you think retail had a hand in keeping our heads above 20 on Friday? That's what I meant to ask.
I don't know if it was retail or institutions, but you can see how they dipped us below $20. And just like the battle of 801, right? We pushed it at the very end. And we didn't just push it to 2001. I don't know where I saw this. Somebody somewhere made a comment that we ended up in 2030 or something like that. And it was just an emphasize to the hedgies. Not only did we beat you, but we beat you, we slapped you around. So
yeah, we slapped your ass, right?
Obviously somebody was prepared late in the day to make that big push. Was it retail? I don't know. Was it an institution or somebody making a big move? I don't know yet. But obviously somebody was ready at the end of the day to make a big impact. Can I just address one other question here? Is that okay with you, sir?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go for it, man.
Ellie Coco is asking, Pantheon, are your brackets the same from video 7 days ago? Thanks for sharing. Ellie, I think you confused me with somebody else because I don't use brackets. I've never used brackets, and I've never done a video describing my pricing brackets because they don't exist. So I think, Ellie, you might have confused me with somebody else, respectfully.
Yeah, Ellie, I've never heard Pantheon do brackets, so it must be someone else that you're thinking of. But I don't think any of us on the panel tonight do brackets. So, unfortunately, sorry. I can't help you with that. Sorry. Apologize. Ali says, what will happen with Sundial earnings on Wednesday? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? John, did you say Wednesday or Thursday?
No, that's Highcroft is Thursday.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Any expectations? John, you hold Sundial, right?
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
Money. Yeah, I jumped in and out a few times a while back, and I wasn't interested anymore. Like I said, I'm all in on AMC, so I don't really have too much time for it.
So Ali, if I was going to direct you somewhere, someone that owns Sundial, who would you send him to? Chat, who would you send him to? Pantheon, John, who would you send someone if looking for Sundial information? Any suggestions?
Well, if they're trading on Fidelity, there's a lot of tools in Fidelity that they can look at,
No, I mean, who was there someone you could recommend that's like a big Sundial channel? Like that's all they cover.
Like I said, since I don't really own it, I don't. I don't.
Problem.
I don't know. I would say Lou. Lou is the only guy that I really ever see talk about it.
Talking about Sundial,
but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't give you any TA. He's just saying it's going to run or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no DD behind it. Go ahead, Pantheon.
Yeah, my pick would be CSI at this point.
That's what I would say. I would
Yeah.
say go to CSI. CSI's channel. Common Sense Investor. Definitely. Would be your best bet, I think. That's for you, Ali. Jesus United Church says, hello, family. Can we see a price hit close to $30 this week? Of course we can. Yeah. There's no reason why we can't see 30 this week. Absolutely no reason. If they put the stop button in, what does that mean for us? If they put the stop button in, what are we speaking on here, Gary? Yeah, you're going to have to elaborate on that. Data Zero says, we are close to MOASS. How can you not see it? I don't know, man. I guess I've been in this place so long. I'm jaded. I don't know. I don't know. I've been hyped up and let down so many times, myself personally. I've tried not to do that on my channel, but I also listen to information and read things and get excited, and just nothing's come to fruition yet. So I'm still skeptical until, like I said, we got to break 22 and then we got to break 73. So when we break 73, you'll see me wilding out. Let's see. Becca says still in the red on AMC about 5G, but not for long. Nope, Becca, just hang on. Hang on, girl. John. Julie says, John, you're our favorite now. We keep our circle of leaders small. That's from Julie, John. Ellie says holding FOMOing back higher later. There you go, Ellie.
Yeah, I've been writing to her, trying to answer her questions about seeing Fidelity freeze and zero out, but then come back on board or online. And I'm like, I've never seen that. And I asked her if she's using Active Trader Pro or she's using normal browser.
Right, just from the web desktop, right?
Right.
Yeah, right. And Pantheon, you don't have Fidelity, right? Because you're in Canada, right?
Yeah, no, I have Visa brokerage in Canada.
Pam is back. John and Pantheon. Oh, Doge says, John and Pantheon, you are appreciated. I guess I'm chopped liver. Movie Man saying, what's up to Pam? And she wrote back, hi, Movie Mango instead of Movie Mang. We're going to change Movie Mango. It's not going to be Movie Mang 80 anymore. It's going to be Movie Mango. Lord Nemesis is saying, hey, Pammy Cakes. Lou came through. He did. I missed his comment. Shirley saying, Lion Trader. Pam, I see you on every stream, Smith says. Do you sleep? Pam, do you sleep, Pam? In a coffin during the day? Let's see. Riptide Redemption says, anyone want to cry with me for accidentally selling AMC calls for $16 strike on April 29th, thinking it was another stock? Oh, no. When did you do that, Riptide?
Yikes.
Jeez. Man, sorry. Ellie says, Pantheon, sorry. I think I'm thinking of Leo. Lion Trader, maybe she had you confused with? Oh, I bet that Ellie, that's who it is. Because I was talking about his brackets video the other day, saying I was going to follow a similar suit to the way he was selling. Not his prices necessarily, but his method. Yeah, Ellie, I believe that's who you're thinking of, Lion Trader. But definitely go check out Pantheon's channel. He's got great DD, great information. If you're interested in learning more about the history of AMC, its debt, so many different things you could find over on Pantheon's channel. Let's see. Gary says, hey, Mazzalorian. Like Richie says, the Mazzalorian. Go check out the Mazzalorian. Hey, Mazzalorian, what's the lowest you would sell at? That's the lowest I would take. I don't think I'd take lower for any shares than $350. At least what GME topped out at before they pulled the button. I wouldn't take a penny less. I'd rather eat the shares. I think RC, Mike says, I think RC made a difference buying. Hang on, let me read this properly. I think RC made a different. I think RC made a different buy those shares and buying them in a light market. Oh, all right. So let me ask about that, and maybe Pantheon. Maybe you might have addressed this in the past video, actually, Pantheon. I can't remember, but maybe you will. When Adam Aaron released those 20 million shares back in June, could those have been offered to retail without going to the open market?
There is a procedure to go through with going direct to existing shareholders. It's a lot more convoluted than it is just to go to one entity, and to then, it would basically take a couple of months to then have to open up to information to all the existing shareholders and say, if you'd like to purchase shares, we're going to issue this many shares. Each of you have a right, not an obligation, to buy whatever many shares at whatever price. They'd have to wait for people to respond, then they'd have to put the money forward to the brokers. That whole process would have taken at least a couple of months, right?
Okay.
To go direct to one entity, or in this case, it was two, right? Mudrick got 8.5, and they also issued
11.5 million.
Yeah, through another offering. That was a lot quicker and able to be done basically in a couple of days, right?
Yep.
So
yep.
I think that's could they do it? Yes, there's always a way they could do it. It just takes a long time, and they weren't wanting to delay that. No. And then the person who mentioned about Ryan Cohen's, I think they were saying Ryan Cohen made a difference with purchasing to the lit exchange, and I would say I don't think Ryan Cohen is the reason that GameStop popped, but I think Ryan Cohen purchasing 100,000 shares in small blocks, all
in
run
the manner, right?
In the manner he did it,
yeah.
Directed to the lit exchange, definitely made a difference. Every one of his buys counted in the volume.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Right. He bought them in. It looked like some blocks were as high as 1,000 or 1,500, I think, and then some were like 40. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, like there are rules that the dark pools aren't supposed to be used for certain size blocks, right? I think it's less than 200, and even that's way too low. I might have that number wrong, but there is a number where the dark pools aren't supposed to put shares through, which is why they take all of our payment for order flow orders, bundle them into one big package, and throw that one big order at the end of the day or at the end of a couple of days, into the pool and say that's an institutional buy. And it's so big, it doesn't look like retail. But the way Ryan Cohen did it to the lit exchange, there was no way for them to do anything with it. Very, very smart.
Yep.
100%. Yep.
I hope Adam Aaron possibly pulls a Ryan Cohen.
I would love to see that, man. Just do it. Just do it. Buy double as many as he has, and show him up.
Yep.
Show him who's boss, AA.
Yep.
You're like, I'm gonna buy 200,000.
Yep.
So you. Oh, by the way, before I forget, because I got many comments about this. At the last video I put out, whatever it was last week, it's been a couple days. People mentioned to me in the comments that I said something during my video that I misspoke. I said, I think right now GME is playing catch up to AMC as far as their technological advances and all those things, and I misspoke on that. I believe GME is probably ahead of AMC as far as that goes in the long term. I think as you look further and further out down the road, that GameStop has the more potential for reaping bigger profits and making a killing. So I want to apologize to anyone who owns GME and thought that was a slight toward GME. It wasn't on purpose. I think they're both great companies. And can you guys check the private chat when you get a sec? Clark says, I'm also skeptical, Massalorian. All right, man. Me too. John Wick, someone's asking you to marry them.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Timmy's asking Pam to marry him. I think Pam's married. Jeez. Let's see.
Let me give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat, because I'm seeing a lot of people that took the video challenge. And I want to say thank you very much for taking it seriously and for doing it. I know a lot of you guys would send me comments saying, I can't believe I did this. This was so hard for me to do. I'm not really this type of person, but I did it because, the way that I was kind of encouraging everybody to do it, got them through it, and they did it. So I really want to say thank you to all you guys. Yesterday was the last day, Max Lorian's last day. He's got all the videos. I owe you guys one more shout out video with all the videos that I collected yesterday as like the final run. So I'm going to drop that for the newcomers that put out videos. Purple Sky, you're one of them. And there's some others. So I'll put that video out tomorrow, but I really appreciate it. It was really, really cool to engage with you guys and to give you the courage to do this. And some of you kept running with it. Some of you, one guy, Ink Slinger, and a couple others have continued to talk about AMC, and that's great. Why not? Why not do it? So again, thank you guys very much. He's going to put it together. We're going to send it off to John Stewart, see if they will take it. And then he and I will talk about who else to either send it to, or if he doesn't take it, obviously, where else we can send it to see if we get heard. Now, there'll be some other movements possibly that I would like to attempt if that does not work out. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to try to create action while we're all waiting for the squeeze. Ignore any commenter that says, oh, that's a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. There clearly can't be AMC holders, in my opinion. No one would be that soured. And anybody that is talking negatively about AMC on any comment board, on any channel, clearly cannot be on our team or on board with us, because I don't go on other videos of stocks that I don't own and talk negatively about them. So always be aware that there are commenters that are paid to infiltrate these videos, watch them, comment, and typically they won't even respond if the creator speaks to them and replies to them and says, oh, but why do you feel this way? They'll never respond again. So don't let comments manipulate your conviction in this play ever. This should really be only positive talk, because at this point, we're all in agreement that this is a solid can't lose play. The only way we lose, in John Wicksnipin's opinion, is if they just cheat us at that level. We don't lose on the technical aspect of this play, in my opinion. Pantheon, I don't know if you can explain what I'm trying to say any differently, or if you agree with what I'm saying.
I think what you said came out very clear, very well said.
Thank you.
I don't even think I could improve upon that.
Thank you.
Real quick, I just want to say, Movie Mango said that GME was over 400. So I just meant in regular trading hours, right? 354, I think, what topped out at. Can anyone tell me what that number was? Is that correct? And it was like almost 500 in pre-market. Just so we're clear, when I said 350, I meant during normal trading hours, because not everyone can trade pre and post market, right? Not everyone has the ability to do that, unfortunately. Let's see. Smith, thank God my husband is a joker since he's on here. I don't know what you two are talking about. The closer says, liquidated my crypto to buy more. Yes, sir. Right on, man. Right on, man.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but can you talk to them real quick about what your ideas are looking like in terms of when the video is put together? What is your kind of like strategy with the video?
So my plan is Monday. So all the entries are going to be in by tomorrow afternoon. Ape Nation will say he's going to send in a video tomorrow. So he'll be the last one I have to go through. Then first step Monday morning is to start cutting everything down and figuring out how long the clips are going to be. Because I want to try to get 25, maybe 24 people at least, if not more, actually in the montage, right? And then we gotta sit down and figure out how long should it be. How long is too long? How long is, how do we fit in all the information? I told you the other day, I've already started pulling clips of B-roll going all the way back to when the market, when the Fed started pumping more liquidity into the market back in the fall of 2019, kind of all the way up through the GameStop buy button fiasco to today. And probably leave it with Pam saying go AMC on the end. But that's kind of my, and when will it be finished? I would say by a week from today, we'll have a finished copy to premiere. We'll play it on the channel. We'll have people comment on it. And if we need to make revisions to it, we will, right? We'll put it out to everyone so they can have a say on it.
Yeah, and at that point, I encourage, I mean, if you really are on this AMC team and you're part of this AMC Nation, as I like to call it, it's going to be on all of us to just throw it out all over into the world. Put it into your Twitters, put it into your Reddits if you're in there. Throw it out in all sorts of YouTube comment boards. Let's spam the hell out of it. Let everybody see it. Let everybody see us, that we're a tight group. Those that are supporting this movement, as well as those that took action in this movement and made a video. Let's just get it everywhere. My question, Mass, also is, so the plan is to start with Jon Stewart, and what are you going to do? You're going to email it to him? How's that going to work?
I'm actually going to call his PR, the people at his PR department and his communications director, and try and get in touch with them and find out what they need from my end. Do they need releases from everyone to be able to go on to YouTube channel? I don't know how that works, but I'm going to find out all that information next week while I'm editing and doing everything else. So next week, I wouldn't plan on a lot of videos coming out for me because those take so long to create.
Right.
Literally, it's like 5 to 8 hours per video. So it'll probably be a lot of me editing and putting this together next week. I'll probably be putting most of the time into that and still doing the lives, right?
Right.
But go ahead. Do you have another question?
No, I just wanted to reiterate to everybody, the moment that he does have that video out and drops it on his channel, let us show him as much possible support as we can. Make it the most important thing you can do in this whole YouTube interaction that we do between content creators and you guys as the viewers. Just watch the shit out of that video, like it, spread it out, do everything possible, because what the Massalorian is going to do with that video is something that I can't do, a lot of other people can't do, and a lot of other people are not going to take the time out to do. So the fact that he has taken this on, and I know that it's going to be challenging, because I used to do streetball content, and I had to pay for people to edit my videos, and I spent a lot of money to do that. So the fact that he's doing this as part of this AMC family and kind of like taking this responsibility on, that's a big deal. So let's make sure we watch the hell out of it, like it, follow up, comment, follow up, liking the comments, sharing it. Let's do all of that stuff, because, you know, this is us. This is all of us. We're a group. We're just the people that are on the channel. But you guys, if you're not watching us, then there's no point in any of us doing this. We would just be weird, awkward people making videos of ourselves that nobody would watch. We do this for you guys. It's a good partnership. You know, we make the content, you guys watch it because you enjoy it, you enjoy what we have to say, and you feel like it's insightful for this AMC movement play that we're involved in. So I just want to make sure that we keep that in mind when that happens.
Right on, right on. Pantheon, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Just off the top of your head, who would be someone that we haven't possibly thought of yet that would be able to utilize this video besides Jon Stewart? Anyone that maybe I haven't thought of yet, or maybe Johnny hasn't thought of yet?
Well, the names I've heard so far, right? Jon Stewart, Adam Aaron, and Charles Payne would be the first ones that I've heard mentioned frequently.
What about Melissa Lee?
I'm of my opinion only. I'm skeptical of Melissa Lee and CNBC. I think my opinion I think her documentary was fair on the apes and AMC. I don't think she did this in a bad fashion, but I also think she got caught saying naked shorts, and I think somebody pulled her aside and said, let's make this positive for you. And I think that's why she did it. I don't know. I'm speculating. No receipts on that, guys. But it seemed like somebody must have said to her, you screwed up, but there's an opportunity to make this good. Maybe you can get them on your side, get some trust on these apes to listen to CNBC, because their ratings suck. So I don't trust her. I wouldn't send it there.
Well,
I think
just read the comments. Everyone's telling you in the comments.
I think you should go Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I think you should wrap it into a nice bow and send it as a nice present to Gasparino.
Yeah. Tim Pool's going to be someone I'm going to send it to.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna send it to Jimmy Dore. There's a lot of people I'm gonna try to send it to. I just don't know. I gotta figure out the legality behind all of it, as far as the releases, the press releases, and the other thing is, can multiple channels play it? Would it be copyrighted? Is the thing. So I got a lot of work ahead of me this week.
Who's gonna
if you don't see me, if you don't hear from me, you know why.
Who's going to own the video at the end of the day? That'll determine the
that's another
copyright
thing,
issues.
right? I think it should be like under like a either non-profit or something. There's got to be some way we can do it so that
we could do it under Creative Commons license. Then everybody could play it. They just can't monetize it, right?
Yes.
Which we shouldn't be making money off that. We should just be pushing it, right? Like the Gary Gensler MIT videos, all of those were not monetized. I got those under a Creative Commons license that I put on my channel. So I don't make any money on those, and I don't want to.
Yep. Elisa says, and Elisa, thank you, darling, for that very much. Hit the like, it's free. Go AMC. Elisa says, thank you, girl. And somehow Pam in the same chat says, MOASS, John, and Pantheon are all the GOAT. I bet you didn't know it. We could all share it. Let's see.
Could you imagine if we were able to get Boss Blunts on Joe Rogan and play that video and talk through what's going on the stock? Good God, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
man. Getting anybody but Trey, Matt on would be awesome. And nothing against Trey, right? But I just think it's time for some new blood, some new fire.
Or Joe does two guests. You could do MOASS and you could do Boss on Joe Rogan together. That right there. I would do that in a heartbeat. I would love to do that. And I think it would be a good show if you had actual apes on, and Joe Rogan was trying to figure out what's been going on for the last year, and we could break it down for him, you know. Okay, I see all of the. So what I'm doing is, guys, I'm just taking a couple of screenshots, so I have all of this, all of the suggestions recorded. So I'm just scrolling through and then screenshotting, so I can see. I'll have all of you guys in here. Portnoy, good idea. Timmy B, he's a Boston dude. There's a celebrity that's with us. What's his name? Eddie.
Eddie Griffin is it?
Eddie Griffin?
Someone said Eddie Griffin.
Someone saying Edie Brickell. I don't think it was Edie Brickell, guys. No. Let's see. Julie says, is there really going to be Vegas to get together after MOASS? I don't know where
the guy said Candace Owens. Sorry.
Candace would be good. Yeah. Daily Wire. Send it to. There's a couple. I have some people in mind. Now I have all these other ideas. There's a lot of people here.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people.
Daily Taylor says, wouldn't I own the video? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it would be owned by anyone. I mean, I don't think I own my videos that I make now. I think Google owns them. Right? Yeah. Alpo25 says, Dave Portnoy. Someone said Rogan and we squeeze. I don't know who that was. Who said Bobby said Rogan and we squeeze. One bite, everyone knows the rules. He's a man of the people. Yeah, but the thing that bothers me, Alpo25, about Portnoy is he didn't even know who Gary Gensler was. I mean, how are you investing in the market? You don't know who the chair of the of the SEC is.
And he got owned by Charles Payne.
Yeah, he called him a little bitch.
He got owned.
Yeah, it was awesome. Charles Payne, dude, is just he's legit in my eyes. He's like one of the only ones.
Yeah. So there's a lot of questions of after the MOASS, where are we going? So
Oh, yeah.
I'm anti Vegas because clearly there's going to be a crew there, and I would hate to meet that crew head on, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I'm always promoting Florida. I know I'm from Florida and it's easy for me, but come on, Florida, Miami, South Florida, the Hard Rock is amazing. Just letting you know, it out Vegas is Vegas. I'm there a lot, so I can tell you guys firsthand if you haven't been there. Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida is fuego.
So I like the Florida idea, right? And I think my thought on this has been for a while that I think that the coolest thing would be for us to do do a 3-day cruise out of Fort Lauderdale with all
There you
apes on it, like a cruise ship. So
Nape Cruise.
that way you can, you know, there's a registry, people have rooms, there's security, there's all kinds of things, right? About the cruise ship that I like. It's a confined space where you can kind of control things. I don't know. Just to me, it seems like, and you can, you know, you still have a huge amount of freedom, right? If you go on like Royal Caribbean, one of their Oasis class ships are like giant cities. They're like, you know, 17 stories high.
Yeah.
And I've been on that cruise. It's you don't even realize you're on a boat, and for 7 days straight, you wouldn't even know you're on a boat unless you pulled into the port. It's crazy. Let's see here.
Pam's like, yeah, I'll go to Florida. That's right, Pam.
Yeah, man. I mean, you could go to Fort Lauderdale. Everyone could go at their own time, and then say the cruise goes from like Friday to Sunday or whatever it is, 3-day cruise. I don't know. Just to me, it seemed like that would be a good place to party. You got gambling on there, right? You already got to, as far as like casinos go, you covered everything. You got great restaurants. You can get a drinks package so that you don't have to worry about tipping and all that. There's just so many good things about a cruise. There's some drawbacks too. But I don't know. That was my thought. A cruise would be really cool. Like a Caribbean cruise would be awesome for 3 days.
Hey, you could do both. You can party at Hard Rock, party
That's
hard.
what I mean, yeah.
Drink it up, gamble it up. We're going to have money. And we have the cruise set in the next few days. Jump on the cruise and go on there. I mean,
yeah,
that's as good idea, I think, as any.
Yeah, I mean, it would be helping out the cruise industry too, right?
Yeah,
definitely. Buy some Carnival stock right before. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we could rent the whole ship. Like, literally, we could have, I mean, NFL players do it. All kinds of people do it to have money. And we'll have money at that point. So we could just say to Royal Caribbean, hey, we want to rent your ship for 3 days and get the money together and get it.
There you go.
Movie Man 80 says, do you know how many people want us dead after the MOASS? I know. Well, everyone better hide for a couple weeks right after. Good point. Let's see. Are we all playing poker? Pam, I wouldn't step in the ring with JOHNWICKSNIPIN on poker.
That's my wheelhouse, baby. That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And AMC, check this out. AMC has really tied me up financially, the financial part of being able to play poker, as well as the time taken to, you know, read information about AMC, create content on YouTube and stuff like that. So I literally haven't been playing for a while, but I will be back as soon as this MOASS is over. I will be back. I will be grinding, and I will be taking people's money at a poker table, and I will be putting it on camera. So I can't wait. I miss it. It's just something about poker. If you guys have thought about learning or playing, it just opens up a different part of the brain. It really does. Just the strategies involved with two stupid cards that you have to employ when you're sitting at a poker table is just, it's crazy.
I think a lot of it can be compared with stock market plays with the poker, right? It's who's bluffing right now.
Yeah.
Who's holding the best hand? And I believe we are. But they've kept looking the cards, turning over 4th, 5th Street, And eventually, sometimes they're gonna get their bluff called, and that's when we pull in all the chips.
Yep. And that's
rake the
basically our
table.
position. They can't bluff us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like they're playing their cards face up, and they know we have the best hand.
Yep.
And we're looking at them like, are you fucking serious? Like, you're still betting into us?
I know.
Sorry, I'm not folding this hand. Keep giving me more money.
I know.
And you're right. You're right about that analogy.
CSI in the comments said we do not want to be stuck on a ship with him for 3 days. CSI, I'll bunk up with you if no one else will. I can't wait to have money and not be stressed, Lisa says. Lisa, right on, girl. Me too. I am so stressed right now. You have no idea. Joe Rogan would get the highest visibility with 11 million listeners. Dave Lauer interview maybe as he comes from the corruption, which Joe would dig into. Yeah, so with Rogan, right? You could do almost a whole week on the markets, the stock market, Wall Street, the financial sector. Rogan literally could have Christian on, Lauer, Apes, that the SEC guy there, I forget his name, that was on with Jon Stewart. Like, literally, you could devote a whole week to it. Okay, 24 in the money says, Pantheon, did you want to add something to that? Did you have any ideas, Pantheon?
Yeah, I can talk about that. Is there an issue with my mic? Somebody's swearing to Jesus that my mic is terrible. What's going on?
You have like a static. No, actually, I'll tell you exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like you've got the shower running.
It might be the fans, Pantheon.
They haven't picked up the fans since I bought this headset. Is that sounding better now?
Put a mute real quick, and I'll be able to tell you.
Yeah, if you mute, we'll be able to tell.
I was muted.
No, that didn't make a difference.
That wasn't it.
So it's not me.
Might not be. I don't know. Well, let me put my mood on. Okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know what it could be. Sorry. Julie says 140K for a condo in Cancun on my way. Man, I wish Mexico was a little safer. I'd be all about that.
And yeah,
Hey, you want to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, did you want to talk about the party thing? Did you want to go on
Yes,
that?
yes, please. Yes, get on there.
So Paul B, sorry, my mic's annoying. I haven't had any problems till tonight. Don't know what's going on. What I'll talk about I don't think it's my mic, guys. There's no rain, there's no fans, there's nothing. I'm sitting here by myself in a room. What I would talk about the party is, and I said this on my live stream the last couple of nights, just be careful, right? Don't put yourself in a position where anybody has to take care of you for you. And I'm avoiding Vegas at all costs. I'm probably going to tell everybody I'm going to Vegas because people are going to be targeting us, right? These newly minted millionaires are going to end up being targeted by people. There's grifters out there, and they're absolutely going to be coming after us. And you might wake up in a bed somewhere with someone next to you and pictures being taken. So I'm trying to
make your ankles, right?
Trying to make a joke out of it, but in all seriousness, when it comes time to party, just understand that there's going to be people out there looking to take the tendies, and just be careful with yourself. And I'm not going to Vegas. No, I will go to Vegas at some point probably, but not for that party. I think Lord X wants to host us in Hawaii.
Who does?
Lord X Nemesis.
He's going to put us all up in his house?
Well, that's what
why are you
for free? I'll go right now. I don't got to wait for MOASS. If he's putting us up for free. I'm not waiting for MOASS. I don't go now. It's cold. Let's see. Sounds like rain, Smarty Boy says. It's okay. What just happened? Because it stopped. The noise is gone. Now it sounds amazing, right? Are you muted?
I'm not. I think he might be.
Dude, look at that. I don't know what happened. He's still on, though. I am resetting my mic. Oh, he's resetting his mic. Okay. All right. Let me jump to the chat while we're waiting. A-Rod says it's all about you. Miami playing tough for sure. Liz says not Mexico. We would be targets for the cartels. Yeah. I don't think my parents would pay for me, so that would be a waste of their time.
I would just like to say to whoever might be targeting me, I practice my you know what amendment very well. So you don't want to target me.
You do?
You don't want to target me.
I literally right now, my foot is on my gun locker. My
There
feet
you
are
go.
up on it.
Yeah.
That's what I rest my feet on. My
Actually,
45.
I was going to make a video one day at the range taking target practice. That's going to be coming soon, guys. So
If you
for
ever come,
those that are
if you ever come up
targeting
here,
me,
bro.
for those that are targeting me, take a good look at that video and make sure you know what you're doing if you're targeting me.
If you ever come up here, man, we got I don't know, 10 shooting ranges within 5 miles of here and 3 or 4 poker casinos, like full casinos.
Yeah.
You just got to make a New England trip. Let's see. Yep. Russell Brand would be helpful, says Bucks fan. Bucks fan, good evening, man. The only thing with Russell is he doesn't have guests on, right? He just does, as far as what I've seen, he only has like solo monologues kind of. He's not really doing like a 3-hour long podcast, right? Per se. But I don't know. I've only seen his small clips on YouTube, so I'm not sure. Someone can correct me on that.
Mass, is that better?
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, sorry. So thank you for calling me out in the comments there. I accidentally had my camera linked to my computer microphone at the same time my headset microphone. So it was picking up sound from the computer fan. Normally I don't have it set that way. I don't know how it happened. My apologies.
No, it's all good, man. I couldn't figure out what that was. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So
I just got used to it after a while. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
me
right.
too. I just said, well, I don't know what it is, but it's never gonna go away clearly. So all right. Oh, it was the Holy Spirit, the Parker channel says. That's great. Oh man. Smarty Boy says I'm strapped up all day, every day. And Pam knows karate, so she's good. Chris says one machine gun. Oh, Chris, just hang on. I got a video coming for you next couple of days. Let's see. Pam likes the shooting range. You know, I haven't even fired it yet. I have not put one round through the thing.
Well, there you go.
At some point, yeah.
There you go. Timmy B says I can host an all ape gun training session in Florida. Certified firearm instructor. Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
We
He's
will take you up.
Yep. He's a CFI. We can't take our what's on the cruise. We can't take our no.
But neither can anybody else. So then it becomes just these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, knuckle sandwich like the old days.
Little knuckle sandwich will do it.
Remember that? Everybody, Citadel owns Metric, please. Brendan Ella's Fun Adventure says everyone. Citadel owns Mudrick. Please look it up. Just saying, not financial advice. What's the story behind that? Does anyone know? I don't want to speak on it because I'm not positive. I'm getting confused now because Citadel also owns part of Mudrick, which owns part of Highcroft. It's like Citadel's got their hands in everything. Like
that's what I
like a bad penny.
When I get that comment on my videos, that's what I say too. I'm like, you're gonna say this about everything. They have their hands in everything. So you just can't avoid everything because they have their hands in everything.
But Brendan, you were on my live stream last night. We talked about this, my friend. Citadel owns a 5% stake in Mudrick. Mudrick now owns less than 40% of a mine. So Citadel has no shares in the mine. Citadel owns 5% of a company that owns 5% or 40%, less than 40% of a mine, than HYMC. Citadel does not own Mudrick. They own 5% of Mudrick. If I purchased 5% of the New York Yankees, Hal Steinbrenner is not taking decisions from me.
No.
Right? So we talked about
You're not
this
going to
last
get
night.
himself some way France at Yankee Stadium.
Let's just get that straight, guys, because there were YouTubers, in all fairness to Brennan, there were YouTubers who put out videos with thumbnails that are screaming to the moon saying that Citadel owns the mine. That is complete FUD. Complete FUD, guys. Look it up.
Thank you, Pantheon. Thank you.
And guys, you have to be careful of that, right? Because remember, just off the top of my head right now, I'm thinking back to Al from Boston when he came on. and started spreading that FUD about Fidelity, that kind of shit causes a panic sometimes, especially if you have a large platform. So if you don't know what you're talking about, as my mother used to say, "Klista stomasu" means shut your mouth. You're better off for everyone.
What language is that?
That was Greek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Basically own the world. Yeah, exactly. Yes, movie mango. Please use dollars doesn't mean they are tied to the Fed, or are they? People use dollars. Doesn't mean that, right? Exactly. Good point. Be good. Speaking of which, man, I am so positive. I have such an inkling or feeling that they are going to come down hard on crypto at some point. I really think they want to try and digitalize the currency.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. It'd be interesting. It would be an interesting time. See what happens. Pantheon. Yeah, your mic's great right now. Yep. Let's see. Susan says 6 Sun civilians. I always do that. Civilians have no business going to Ukraine. Did you hear the story where Redditors were posting selfies and gateway position got blown up? I did. Yeah, I saw that. Got 80 to 100 soldiers killed. I also saw the video from the gentleman who had to sneak back over the Polish border. That was one of these Foreign Legion soldiers, these volunteers from the United States, who was with a Canadian and a Brit, 3 guys from 3 different countries who went over there to fight, had to be snuck over the border by the American Red Cross because they got put in with the Azov battalion and they were putting them on suicide missions. And the guys freaked out and they wouldn't go. And they said, either you go or we're going to shoot you. And the American Red Cross has smuggled them over the border back into Poland. I don't know who is going over to Ukraine right now to fight based off the mainstream media's narrative, but that's what they're going off of. Because if you knew the whole story, I don't think you would be going over there trying to kill Russians. All right, let's see. Steve Rojas says, spread the word, fellas. Avi Lev videos full of garbage content.
Who's Avi Lev?
Who's Avi Lev? Avi Lev.
Oh, he's the guy that goes, I think he's the one that goes, "Shalom, everybody."
Oh, the moneymaker.
Is it not him?
Yeah, the moneymaker. That's him, right?
Moneymaker? Is that?
Lev?
I think that's
Moneymaker. Avi something Levy. Yeah, he's the Jewish guy, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who he is. What
does
they say?
the guy that dances? Is that what we're talking about? That guy?
No.
I don't know. I don't
He
think
does a little dance in his opening segment.
Oh, maybe.
He's the guy that says
He's been
smash,
around a while,
smash, smash.
Pantheon?
Yeah, I think he's one of the first generation guys.
Yeah.
I don't watch him.
I don't
figure out who they're talking about.
I think that's who they're talking about. Avi Levy had a YouTube channel for a while.
Yeah, that's who they're talking about. I'm on his channel right now here.
Okay. Yeah. Smash that like button. What's up, moneymakers? Yeah, that guy, right?
Smash the like button.
Yeah.
That guy.
That's him.
He's got 81,000 subs.
He's from Boston? I think he lives in New York. I've seen him with a Yankees hat. I thought.
His information's gone the FUD way. Is that what people are saying?
Compared to before the run up? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't kept up with him.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, right? When you see so many clickbait titles, you just stop watching, right? I mean, there's a lot of guys I don't watch anymore because it's all clickbait.
Yeah.
Can I be honest?
Stopped. Yeah.
I get, when I put my normal picture of myself, I get more views than when I don't put myself and I put some sort of, whatever screenshot of whatever I download or whatever.
Right.
So people, I think, do get tired and they just kind of bypass it. They want to see more of a real person. So I've been trying to move away from that a little bit, just because obviously I want to be seen, because I feel like, what I'm putting out might be good information for people, as well as I do want it to be seen. So, but I have seen in my analytics a little difference there.
actually hit the lens.
There it is. There's the Razor Ramon.
Thank God I got extras. Let's see. Pam says she thinks he's in Israel. Oh, really? Oof.
I'm not
I
sure.
thought he was in New York, so I could be totally off. I could be totally off.
The guy that I can never watch, but I always watch for some reason is, and it's not who you think. The New York Angelo. guys.
I can't do it anymore, man.
I
checked out.
Yeah. It's just, but it's funny. Sometimes I circle back and I listen to him and guys, look, very bullish, very bullish.
90% short interest on. Look at this. This is no mistake. Let's see. Liz says cinnamon. No, these are non-flavored. These are a dollar store. Actually, the $1.25 store. Inflation is real. Don't believe the hype. The dollar store is now the $1.25 store for toothpicks.
Yes. I went in.
I couldn't believe it. I
was
thought I
like,
had an extra
what?
item.
Yeah, you can't call it the dollar store anymore. What are you guys doing?
No.
You got to change the whole name now.
Yeah. I was like, she's like, that'll be $5. I said, no, I said, I only got 4 items. She goes,
So
yeah.
basically, you're telling us you raised everything 25%.
Right.
You made it easy on us. That's crazy. 2
toes next to big toe are really young. Useless information. Glad I pulled it up. Thanks, Smith. Hey, Loi, what's going on, bud? Let's see. Shirley says, pretty funny. We can all do impersonations of all YouTubers and know them well. I know, right? It's got also kind of sad that we know so much about
yes,
YouTubers.
Sir. It's your boy BA's back with another one, y'all.
My goodness.
And
John
by the
Wick,
way, they're
no
all
hard
great
feelings
guys.
on my comments.
Yeah.
In your video, just those Lou videos had to stop. He's not worth our time. Look, we've all been guilty of that, man. Just sometimes he puts us in a whole new different frame of mind, and it just, you know, you lose it and you just go, all right, that's it. I gotta sit down and make this video right now. And that happens.
Yeah, let me just touch on that real quick. You guys have to understand that I'm not just a person making videos on YouTube for you. I'm also an investor in AMC. So my energy towards Lou comes from that part of me. I am in the stock. So when I see a clown talking the way he does, and I own the stock, and I feel that what he is saying can affect my money and my position in the stock, yes, it pisses me off. And that's why I have so much energy towards that situation and that person. I just, as you can see, I'm being honest about this because have you seen me make a video about anybody else? I don't make any videos about anybody else. It's one guy. That's it. Mm-hmm. And it's because I'm invested, you know? Mm-hmm. That's where my energy comes from.
I told people that in the comments since he went and made that video in the theater lobby. I said, listen, guys, I understand that you guys might love Lou or whatever. I said, but when someone comes between me and my next meal, or me and my bank account, or me and my broker account, we have a problem. Me and you have an issue. Yep. That's it. Then don't watch the video then, and don't watch my content, and go watch Lou. But if I have something to say to the man and he won't come on here and face me live, I'll tell him, I at least want to get my point across. And if I can get some people off of that psychological roller coaster he has them on, all the better. You were just on with me, John, when that girl came on and said, hi, Mass Lauren, I saw you in Lou's. I mean, I was in Lou's comment section answering questions for him, and now she's on the live stream. So it's like, that's good, right? Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I'm okay taking some crap and feedback saying, you know, you suck, you clout chase. If people like that girl are not going to be worried about, you know, following 10 videos a day that you can't understand and contradict each other back to back.
Here's my very, very quick and fast problems. I don't like you bashing the company that I'm invested in, number one. I don't like you making dates that don't follow through. I don't like you pitching other stocks that people got trapped in. I don't like the fact that I had someone look into your channel analytically and I found out that your channel is fake. Your subs are not real subs, and your views are bought. So just those 4 situations right there should have not just me worried, it should have everybody worried, because you should be asking yourself, what is motivating this person to do that? He comes out and he tells you guys, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not in it for money, yada yada yada, and then all of a sudden you don't like, I saw it with my own eyes. He buys views and he has fake subs. So that to me is very, very troubling situation, because I want to know, then why are you doing this? Who's putting you up to this, and what are you really about? So, like I said, I don't want to keep getting on about it. It works me up, and I'm done with the situation. But just to reiterate my position on it.
Pantheon.
I have nothing to say on that topic.
Okay.
It's a Saturday night, man. I get all my frustration out during the week.
Yeah.
I'm chill.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pam says, cheers. I am drinking hot tea. I should probably make a coffee. Huh? What time is it? 12? Crazy Coach says, you guys rock. Need to get some sleep, but I will watch the rest tomorrow during my morning coffee. Crazy Coach, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you coming in the chat. And yeah, pick it up tomorrow morning. And
thank you, Crazy Coach.
Evening. Yeah, thanks for coming by, man. Everyone does vids on Lou. No, not really though. Not really. I've noticed not a lot of people do videos on him. There are a couple, right? But then like my new line to answer to lunatics, Lou fans is this just isn't your cup of tea over here. So
yeah,
you know, just don't bother. If you see him in the thumbnail, what did I watch last night? Okay, so I watched oh, I told you earlier, John. I think I already told Pantheon too. I told you guys the story already. Forget it. Never mind. I need some more sleep later. So Chris asked me about getting on Frankie Muhammad. I've reached out to him multiple times. He has not answered and said he wants to come on. So not more I can do. I put the invitation out. You don't want to come on. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to talk, discuss it with other people. I have no idea why. Maybe he's camera shy.
You say Frankie hasn't got back to you yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. I would have thought he. I don't know the man. I would have thought he would be eager to get on something like this.
Me too.
Yeah.
I reached out to him in the comments to come on the live stream. Then I sent him another message saying, hey, do you want to make a video for the montage? Because I want to get creators in there. And just will not answer. So I don't know. Oh, Doge, good night. Have a good evening. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate you. Oh, you just got coffee, Ace First Wall Street? I need one. I might have. Oh, Pam's got me. See, my mod's got my back. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Brenda says it says that Pam is the nicest and best AMC person. I might have to agree with that. I might have to. She might be the standout.
She is.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple on my channel. I have to put Liz in there because those are my backbones, and Javi. Ice Cream says, why do you think what? He calls us mother effers. I don't know. He doesn't like the apes. Even though if you go back and read his Reddit posts from January and February of last year before he started his channel, he was all he could talk about was rocket moon, strippers, hookers, apes, bananas. He launched the campaign to send the bananas to Citadel. He did that on Reddit.
Yeah.
I was looking through all his old Reddit posts yesterday from like January and February. That's where I came across the chat there in the comments between Trey, Review Dork, and Lou talking on those videos and being like, man, why didn't you guys just, be like, all right, we're going to just take this thing by storm. Because their channels blew up so fast, man. I mean, they could have wielded real power back then. Shit. All right. Susan says I'm holding on the like button until I get a Utu. Oh, Johnny, you want to do an Utu? Can you do an Utu?
What was Utu?
Do you know what an Utu is?
I don't.
Utu, we real rich. That's
Yeah.
that's one of his like funny lines. I don't know what I don't even know what's supposed to be.
Sorry, Susan, I don't respond to terrorist demands.
I know. Yeah, I know, right? We don't negotiate with terrorists in this country. What's wrong with
What
you?
is that, by the way? Who says that?
Lou always says Utu or she's talking about that thing that he does, the Prince thing. That's what she means, not Utu. That's what it is. Yes. I was
Yeah.
confused. I'm like, what does she want us to do? That's what it is. I see the two fingers now. Chris says maybe the play is it definitely is, Chris. It's definitely having an effect on him. But the problem is the only problem I have with that is, yeah, man, I know it's bothering you right now, but you should have thought about that before you started just spewing random dates, prices, and times and catalysts. If you hadn't have done that, you wouldn't be in the position you're in now. You could just be like us, do a live stream, talk to your people while we're in this holding pattern and bringing whatever information you actually have to. I mean, how is it now he has nothing to say? We're on the cusp of greatness, but there's no information going on. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha. Let's see. Pam says someone's taking Pam's man. Who's Pam's man? All right. NASDAQ would want to clean state without NYSE. 24 in the money says NASDAQ would want a clean slate without NYSE's baggage. Yeah, right. They well, I don't know what is it? What are you responding to, 24 the money? You're just saying that in general?
Yeah, I'm not sure where this started, but there's been people talking about what if AMC were to move from the New York Stock Exchange over to the NASDAQ exchange. And the thinking, to what I understand, is then the NASDAQ would basically say, all right, then let's see the 516 million shares that are legally issued, and they wouldn't accept anything else, which would potentially then start off the squeeze. Or in my mind, that would potentially start off an SEC investigation, which would probably lead to things being halted, right? So I think that's what the talk is. I haven't figured out who started this idea.
I thought the SEC is investigating this with the DOJ.
Yeah, but you get what I mean. I mean, they can watch their
Right.
porn and they can say we're doing our job. But if you actually have the NASDAQ saying, why would I accept this company with this, right? Because they're going to have to see what this actually looks like.
Right.
I don't think they would want to accept that over. That just becomes their problem.
Yeah. I thought that same thing last summer. I remember when I first started talking to Phil For Real and Ape Father, and they were talking about going over to Fidelity Active Trader Pro. I remember I said to them, I said, well, what would be the possibility if you got all the apes to switch over to Fidelity? Wouldn't all the other brokers, if they really didn't get your shares and those are just numbers, digital numbers on your brokerage accounts, wouldn't they have to go out and locate all those shares to transfer over to Fidelity? Wouldn't that possibly trigger a MOASS? But what we found out really quickly was there's no way to mass organize like that, right? We're struggling right now with trying to just have live streams, never mind trying to get 4 million people to switch over to Fidelity. Let's see. I guess Mass, PMC and Mass and Liz. Hedgies want nothing more than perception to be what they are in total control. Oh, so I remember what I wanted to see. Yeah, right here. TJ 2490. Just saw someone say they manipulated this Friday too. So that happened because they allowed it. So I don't know what did someone say, that they allowed it to close over 20?
Well, that's if you believe the theory that the algorithm controls everything and it's all gonna just happen no matter what. I mean, I choose to believe that we control our own fates to an extent rather than, Skynet has decided we were going to be at 20 for some reason this week. But I'm not crapping on people who have that theory. The beautiful part with all of our different theories is let's all put them into the pot, stir them up and see what comes out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. If anyone gives us a date for the short squeeze and it does not happen, they are a moron.
If anyone gives you a date, period, they shouldn't be doing that. Not that they give you a date and it doesn't happen. There's not one person on this planet who can tell you specifically what day this thing is going to is going to skyrocket. Like there isn't.
And there never has been.
No. So whenever people throw out dates, they're looking for clicks.
Yep.
Yeah. Or you can do like LOU and just say it's tomorrow, because at some point, hopefully tomorrow will happen.
Yep.
I think I didn't want to talk about him, but I think he's done an interesting pivot. At least this is what I picked up today. I watched a couple of his videos today because I have to anticipate if I'm going to be on here, people are going to ask, right?
Right.
And now he's talking about, he's asking people to put in the comments what price they think when we hit that price, it's going to skyrocket. Look, my belief is there is no price. There is no number. We went up to 73. We came back down to 13. We're sitting at 20. There is no 30, 35, 40, 55. There is no magic number that once the stock hits it, all bets are off. That's just not how this works. There's a lot of other conditions in overall marketplace that have to come into effect for minimum margin requirements to be hit for a margin call. Just hitting $30, $40, $50, whatever number you want, doesn't work. But what that does is it actually allows the story to continue rather than giving dates. Now you're giving a price target, which doesn't have to have a date associated with it. So now the watch is on instead of March 3rd. Now the watch is price X. What is price X? You MFers help me figure that out. I think that's the new strategy.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he gave another date. I don't know if you know what it is, but it was supposed to be March or nothing. It's his latest one. So his clock is ticking. This is a big week for him. Let's just call it that.
Well, I think his March or nothing. Sorry, John. I think his March or nothing date was he's going to park his shares, right? If it doesn't happen in March.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Yeah, if it doesn't happen by April 1st or March 31st, that he was going to park his shares, right?
Haven't we?
What have we been doing for the last year?
Yeah, thank you.
The fuck we've been doing with
what
them?
do you do with your shares? Are you playing with them? Like, what are you doing with them?
What are you doing with them? Park them. They've been parked, bro. We've had them parked for a year almost.
Hey, Mass, do you call the water fountain a bubbler?
Yeah, a bubbler. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bubble, a water bubbler. Yeah.
I always thought that was funny.
And the clicker, right? You guys got clickers?
Yeah, the clicker.
Yeah, clicker.
But the water bubbler, I always thought that was funny.
The water bubble, yeah. Let's see. 24 in the money says Boss Blunts has given a possible date June on Chinese stock collateral goes away. Yeah, 24 in the money. I'm trying to debate him on that, and I don't know, I'm having a tough time locking him down. We'll see. Yeah, Pantheon, man. I don't know. I was talking to him last night, and then he disappeared. Well, I was like trying to lock him down to a day. Like, dude, you're coming on Wednesday, and he wasn't having it.
And I threw out in the live stream too that I really want to see you two do a collab together. I think the things he's deeply ingrained in and the things you're deeply ingrained in would complement each other. And I think you both have a similar mindset. So I think it would be a dynamite video. I just think the two of you, nobody else, would be a really good collab video. And it's fair that Boss has been pointing out the executive orders and how the date and the timing of them in the past two instances has directly appeared to relate to, and I agree with him, to relate to the run-ups, and the theory behind it, I believe, is very solid. And I don't think I've heard him say June 3rd, we're going to MOASS, but I think he said, in my opinion, he said, we've seen this consistently twice. It makes a hell of a lot of sense. And June 3rd, if we don't move before then by the markets collapsing or something else going on, that's currently the targeted date. Remember, the government could always change that date. They did it before, right? They could move it forward. For example, if China invaded Taiwan, they would absolutely push that executive order to happen much quicker. So I just don't think I've heard him specifically say we're going to MOASS June 3rd, mark your calendar. But I think he said, look at that date, because we've seen two trends already. And it's, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I don't speak for Boss.
Yeah, me neither. And I don't want to get him on to debate him and say he's wrong. I just want to bring a counter narrative to see where we end up at the end of the day. If I bring a counter narrative to that and say, well, it has nothing to do with the dates are irrelevant and they just happen to line up like that, and there were many other factors that went into why the stocks ran at that time, had nothing to do with the Chinese bonds. That's all I want to do. I just want to allow for open conversation and go back and forth. I think that would be great. But let me just say before I go any further, I understand he was probably very busy last week. We're trying to get Metzler on, right? He's got a family. He's got a lot of things going on, plus his channel and live streams. So maybe he just hasn't got a chance to get around to it,
The stars will align.
Yeah.
It'll come together. And if anyone's wanting more information on what we just talked about, please go to Boss Blunt's videos and check it out. Specifically, look at his video interview he did last night that he put up with Dr. Marco Metzler. That's his third interview with Dr. Metzler, and that'll help give you a bit more informed as to the insolvency of Evergrande and what's happening there with their debt issues. It's definitely, it's a 30-minute interview. Please go check it out. It was really, really good.
Just don't watch it before you're about to go to sleep, because it might keep you up thinking for a while. Seriously.
Speaking of that,
me
Matt,
up.
let me just cut in real quick. I'm going to cut out. I really appreciate you having me on your channel tonight. As always, we had a great time. We covered a lot of good stuff. I love everybody in the comments section, all the moderators, of course, everyone that took the video challenge. I loved having finally really being able to engage with Pantheon. I loved some of the things that you said tonight, Pantheon. Great insight regarding what we're doing here. I look forward to being on another live with you whenever that happens. I'd like to also tell everybody that tomorrow I will be on with Tony De Niro, somewhere in the midst of 8 to 9:30, somewhere around that area. So look for us out there tomorrow. But again, Mass, thank you very much. Pantheon, thank you very much to you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Thank you, John
Bro,
Wick.
have a good night, man. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Take care. Let's see. I just had a question for you, Pantheon. Oh, it's right here now.
He's a good guy. That's
Yeah,
the
I like
first
Tony
time
Boy.
That's the first time I think I've been on with him. That's good.
Yeah. He's good people, I think. Did you want to indulge yourself with this question or no?
Oh, sure. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Thoughts on institutions wanting to go long on AMC, however, they can't get their hands on shares. Possible reason we aren't running.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, ideas of institutions going long on AMC, I think there's been a bunch loading the boat as we've kind of went along. Synthetics are still being populated as far as I'm concerned. You know,
They have to be.
They have to be to get to 170 million on that one day. I know
no
people
way.
sell, but I just don't think there was that many shares changing hands. I know there's the ping ponging that people call it, and that increases the volume. That's something I think I'll have to do some more thought on, and maybe you and I can circle back on that on one of your future streams next week.
Yes. Susan, yeah, we could definitely do that. Absolutely. Yeah, go check out Johnny's channel. He's good people. He owns AMC, and he's very generous with his time to come on here. Like, that's such a big thing, guys. Like, I mean, do you know how many people would say no to coming on doing these live streams with me? Like, I am nobody, right? I am just some schmuck from Boston. So to be able to get these guys to volunteer their time to come on for hours on end, you know, the people have good moral compasses that we're talking to. So just keep that in the back of your mind anytime you wonder, like, are these people legit, or are we getting rug pulled here and taken for a ride? Stock Market Junkie says, if the stock price continues going up and AA is making good decisions, wouldn't a town hall be pointless? Yeah, if we continue on an upward trajectory towards all-time highs again, yeah, that would totally be pointless. But we don't know what's going to happen next week, right? We could be back down to 14 by next Friday. So
I have to
Samira.
I have to take the opposite of that. I have to disagree with that respectfully.
Okay.
I think it's not pointless. I think there is still a place for it. You know, I'm not going to lie. Like 2 weeks ago, I had a slightly different opinion, and I've changed my opinion of that. Again, I think showing the strength that we as a community could have, showing how we pulled that together, and whether it's successful in certain eyes or not, the possibility of just pulling it off is a success. And I think that it still tells part of a larger story that I think is valuable. So, you know, whether the price continues to go up and Adam Aaron keeps making smart decisions doesn't mean we're going to MOASS anytime soon. So, you know, like the fundamentals matter. I think efforts like that matter. And I think, you know, keeping Adam Aaron on his toes to know that we are not just sitting around, I think is a good thing. I like Adam Aaron, but I think that's a good thing. So I would say there's still value, and I would still encourage people to help. Please help.
So definitely go help. I don't want to discourage anyone. That wasn't my point of saying that. My point was that I've been discouraged because I can't make any headway getting a hold of the people we need to get a hold of. So that's an issue I got to deal with, not anyone else. So please do not take what I say with take it with a grain of salt.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I kind of misspoke, but also there was an ounce of truth in that too, because that's just been discouraging, not hearing back for the person to reach out to you, for them to reach out to you, and then you say, yes, this is what I need, and then not get back to you after multiple times. It's frustrating. I don't care who you are. Let's see. Inkslinger says, no, just replied to you. Pam says, oh, Pam, thank you. Actually, I think you might be more important than me though, Pam, at this point, and Liz too. Let's see. Lupe says, Pam, I mentioned you must know Daly City, Milpitas, and San Joe. I'm assuming that's somewhere in the South Pacific, right? Daly City, I think. Isn't that I'm not sure. Let's see. Shirley says, Mass, we like schmucks. Thanks, Shirley. Ape says, hey, Mass, next time you're on, send me a link. Hey, Apes, so I'm gonna go on by myself Tuesday, solo, but I'll have you on if you need to do like checks and stuff, and then come on and chat for a little while. And Pantheon, that offer's open to you too. Like I say, I'm going on by myself, but usually someone comes along to prop me up. So yeah, you're always invited on Tuesday, Pantheon. Don't worry. Let's see. Jody says, I'm going to hit the launch button Monday. All right, Jody, sounds good. I might be right there with you, depending on which way we see the stock move. CBT trainee from the Bay Area. Good evening. Feek, how you doing, buddy? How are you this evening? Let's see. Oh, that's Bay Area? Oh, I thought it was the South Pacific. I'm usually okay with geography. I don't know what just happened. I need a nap. AA can have an offering of 50 million shares a year. Yes, that's true. Pantheon, I think you've found that, right? Didn't you? Pantheon?
He can do 20% of the float, which would be 100 million shares. There's currently 50 million preferred shares that he has in hand that he's never used since the initial public offering. Preferred shares are very different than Class A common shares, but he could use the NYSE 20% rule to put forward 100 million shares, 20% of the float that was put in due to COVID, basically putting some companies in a position where they couldn't make money. So they were allowed to just go ahead and issue shares to not have to go through shareholders for 20% of their float because they needed to stay solvent, and shareholders might just say, I don't want to get, I don't want you diluting my stock. So that rule's still in effect, but he's given us no indication in any way, shape, or form that he's going to be doing that. So I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, I think that's putting bad ideas into your head, right? He hasn't mentioned anything about it, and I think there would be an uproar if he did. So
yeah. Now I've
I
done a
think there would be
video
a revolt from us.
I've done a video on that rule because I think it's important. It's and as the commenter said, J Beebs one, it's important we understand all the rules of the game. Now, whether or not those tools in that toolbox are going to get pulled out and used, that's a different conversation. But we do need to understand what tools are in this toolbox. So it's good that we talk about it.
Yeah. Yep. Deplorable Gemini says, do you think it's going to keep going up at this point and we're headed back to 40 plus? I hope so, but I don't know how much momentum and steam will carry over from last week to Monday. What do you think, Pantheon? I'm just going to say that I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a little bit of coming back down to earth, maybe still holding 1850, somewhere in between there and 22 next week. I could totally see that happening. What do you think, Pantheon?
Yeah, I don't like giving predictions. I don't want to give short-term predictions like that. That's how people then come back and say that didn't age well.
Yeah.
What I think though is I think it felt different this week. I think that the hedge funds appeared to have difficulty in controlling the Max Payne result, which does matter. I think there was about 70 some thousand option contracts that fell in the money, which would mean that there's 7 point some, I don't remember the exact number, if it's 7.3, 7.4, whatever, million shares that would be needed to have been hedged. Now, I just want everyone to understand that does not mean that Monday and Tuesday, as other people have already put out videos on, that does not mean Monday or Tuesday, 7 point whatever million shares are going to be purchased by the hedge funds. They're called hedge funds for a reason. When they see that options are going to fall in the money, they, in leading up to that Friday, they will start buying shares and get a position to hedge it because they don't want to be caught on a Monday or Tuesday forced to be buying a bunch of stock. So, and on top of that, people who have these options contracts may or may not have the money to buy the shares, right? Each contract is worth 100 shares and you have to pay for that 100 shares at that strike price. So we may see some people selling their contracts. We may see some people exercising their contracts to get those shares. But just because 70 some thousand contracts fell in the money does not mean all of them will be necessarily exercised to be purchased, right?
Correct.
So we just
Correct.
yeah, you just got to temper that because I've already heard people saying with their funny sounds, there's 7 million shares that have to be bought on Tuesday. That's not correct. It's possible, but it's the best case scenario.
The best case scenario would be that they have to purchase them on Tuesday.
The best case is they didn't hedge. Everyone exercises their contracts. They have the money to buy the shares. And now the hedge funds who did not prepare for this are forced then to buy all those shares.
Right.
That would be the best case scenario.
Yeah. Then we could see a parabolic move because that could put us over certain technical levels that we haven't seen in a bit, right?
Well, that's where the gamma is important with options that do fall in the money, because then when they buy, the theory is then the price goes higher, which the next Friday's Max Payne would be increasing higher. And as that continues to move up, right, they continuously fight themselves. So if the gamma is lined up, stacked for weeks in advance, which is what we need, as opposed to people buying weekly expiring options.
Yeah. I know. You can only preach so much though, right? I'm from Tampa and working on road in Utah right now. Jody Lambert says, Bobby M, investor, good evening. Saying, hey, Pam. Yep. Plus thou put April calls into the money, Susan says. Correct, Susan, right? Yeah, that's correct. That will. Smarty boy. AMC, baby. I'm well, Pam. Thanks. I have to sell my jobs and do all the paperwork. Fred Sanford, good evening, says stacked. Pam saying Smarty Boy AMC to the moon, baby. Brenda and Ella says daily. It is by SF San Fran. Okay. Rainy? Let me see. Trying to get any more questions. Did I miss any questions, Pantheon, like that you noticed recently? I just like skipped over. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Here's one. What do you think about this? Samira said, according to me, this is Samira speaking, I think AA is going to sell very soon. If I am not wrong, because he won't be able to sell in the squeeze if I am not wrong. So I think he did a majority of his share dump in the fall, right? Pantheon?
Yeah, if she's talking about Adam Aaron specifically, he doesn't really have much left in the matter of shares. He's got options, and some of them don't even get granted yet. So I wouldn't worry. Adam likes to tweet and say things like, I still have 2 million shares or 3 million shares. He has options with the right for shares that will be granted as part of his compensation. He doesn't have that many shares in hand right now. So I wouldn't worry about Adam personally selling. He's done that. I mean, any of the board members could sell. It's part of their compensation, and we all want to get paid, right? Now, on the flip side, if you're talking about AMC, the company diluting more shares, he's given us zero indication that he would do that, and in fact, he's shown us, in my opinion, that he has a very strong desire to retain strong ties with this 4.1 plus million individual retail shareholders. He wants us to stick around. He wants us to come back after a MOASS. He doesn't want us to end up hating him, and he wants to go out as a hero. I mean, that's what I've gotten from him. So if he's going for more shares, which they have $1.8 billion, if he's going to do that, I think he's going to come to us first and ask us. And quite frankly, I think we would say no. I would say no.
I would say no. He would not get a yes vote from me. And I would strongly suggest to my to my audience. Shit. What did you just say that I wanted to make a point on? You said something important.
About Adam selling his shares and having options, or about the company? Those are the two points.
Oh, I know what I want to say. So I think you were talking about this last night in your live stream while I was listening, while I was editing the video I had to throw away. What do you think? Do you see Adam Aaron, and just looking at it maybe as another retail investor like we are, looking at it from the outside, do you see Adam Aaron as the type of person who would make veiled threats?
No,
Okay.
I don't think Adam Aaron would ever put himself in a position for anyone to sue him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anyone could sue anybody, but I don't think he would put himself in a position to say, "Oh man, I shouldn't have said that." He's extremely careful and he's extremely intelligent.
Exactly, right. To my point, he's been so careful on everything that he said since he went on Trey's first interview with him in April of last year. And so when he does say something, I try to pay special attention to what he's saying. And in the last couple of weeks, if not months, he's been talking a lot of game. He's been talking up his company and just like throwing it in everyone's face and not being able to get any backlash because everything he's saying is pretty true. But I think that's what feels different to me about right now than before is Adam Aaron's approach seems a little different to me. Where he was very reserved and I can't say anything, and he still is that way, but there are little tidbits here and there that he throws up as like kind of like maybe trying to tell us or tell retail his true feelings, right?
Yeah, I think there's been some tweets he's put out that have been enabled to be interpreted different ways. He even mentioned the Rorschach test, right? And one of
Yeah.
his tweets,
Yeah.
and his whole thing about, people are going to eat crow and basically telling people they can suck it.
Yeah, it's running your mouth. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
And my reaction to that has been slow down. Okay. I mean, yes, you raised a bunch of money for HYMC, but slow down. What are you going to do with it? You still haven't even come out and given us any indication as to what the plans of
The
AMC
plans
with
are
this
right.
are. And he
Mhm.
canceled the interview at the lawyer's request, right? So
Last
I'd
minute, yeah.
still like to see that. And I've reached out to Diane Garrett, the CEO of Highcroft, and I'm trying to get her to connect. And I'd like to set up an interview with you and her.
Yeah, I saw
And
your email.
I'd like to
Mhm.
get that to happen, and she hasn't responded yet. And she did tweet after Adam Aaron that she's happy to be part of the Ape family, and I'm hoping that then she feels comfortable doing a discussion with us, whatever terms she wants to put out. That would help dispel a lot of the conversation about Highcroft as well. If we could hear
Yeah.
this directly from her mouth, and she's a very intelligent CEO.
Mhm. And we could even do that as a recorded interview with like set questions, just as long
Absolutely.
as she's answering them honestly without being prepped. You know what I mean?
I, I,
Don't
I
have to
put
do
that
it
in.
live stream.
I put that in the email. I said, look, we can go through the questions in advance. You can
Yeah,
get
you did.
final,
That's right.
you can get final cut, right? You
Mhm.
can get final review of it to be
Yeah.
comfortable, right? And yeah, I don't know. Hasn't responded yet.
Yeah.
Fingers
No, I
fingers
know.
crossed.
It's tough. A lot of people say they want to help and they want to do things, and then a lot of times it's empty, nothing really behind it. Says
Make
no
sure.
more buying shares. Sorry, go ahead. What?
No. Go ahead. Just make sure we do capture Apes versus Wall Street's comment at some point, please. Not right now, but let's make sure we catch that when I want to
Okay.
respond to that.
Says no more buying shares Monday. I say yes. He said, ask Master's opinion. I need your help, please. So Julie, it depends on your situation, right? I have some dry powder I've been on the side waiting for that I was gonna jump in Friday. Right at about 3:40, I was watching the line, which I always tell you not to do, but Friday was different, right? So I was gonna jump in if I saw it dropping below to if it got below 20 or if we couldn't keep it, within like 10 cents. I was ready to jump in and try to help out because I'm using Fidelity. So um but now, so I still have that power left over. So I'm going to save it for another situation. Maybe that will be Monday. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen Monday. But if we come back down again, if I see anything close to 13 or 14 again, I'm just going to put the rest of that dry powder into AMC. If we go the other way, I'll be buying too. I won't have as many shares. So Julia, I'm going to be buying again. I don't know if it will be Monday, but it quite possibly could be. I have very little dry powder left, but I want to put it into AMC, what I do have left. Okay, let me go back to Ace vs. Wall Street's question. Find it for you. This one right here. Okay, so Pantheon.
Yes, sir.
This one. Okay, go ahead.
Yep. Okay, so Pantheon, if Adam Aaron is being careful, that's cool. But why not say the truth about what actual numbers instead of over 90%? It's just a question, my brother. Help me out. Happy to answer this question. I've addressed this on a few live streams that I've done. Adam Aaron clearly said, before I say this, and any lawyers listening, and then he proceeded to say the next statement. So he even made the point of saying, if there's any lawyers listening, listen to me carefully. And he made the comment that it would appear that removing funds, right? That there was an appearance. It appeared that there was over. Sorry, something else popped up on my phone, guys. I got distracted. It would appear that retail owns over 90% of the float, excluding those funds. So, taking those numbers, then the next thing that people ran with was, well, how the heck would he know this? Because there was no shareholder count. Nobody contacted me. No one asked me about my shares. Okay, there's a couple of things. Number one, some institutions and family offices can actually classify themselves as retail. That is a fact. That's a true fact. So when he says over 90%, some of the institutions might be included in that number. Now, if that drops the actual retail amount lower than that, so be it. But some hedge funds can report themselves as retail. Okay, that's a true fact. Number two, Adam Aaron absolutely has the ability to check that. It's called the DTC sheets. And he can request through all of the executives in the company, and their lawyers can sign off a form and request as of a specific date to see the DTC sheets. And that will add up for him the ownership stakes within the 516 million actual shares. And anyone that says he can't do that on his own, they don't understand how this works, right? And I'm not saying Apes versus Wall Street didn't get that. I'm just saying this is an overarching comment because other people have said without a shareholder vote, it's impossible to do that. That is not true. And in fact, as we saw in the shareholder vote, he never really gave us the full stats anyways of what came out of the shareholder vote, right?
Nope.
So every company has the ability to request those sheets from the DTC and see what the ownership stakes are. They have to be able to do that. You can't work in a system where nobody knows who owns what shares. So he absolutely has the ability to check that. And then of that retail, some of those could have been hedge funds, institutions, or not institutions, but hedge funds and family offices are included for part of that retail number. It's a classification game, right?
Gotcha.
It's like why Citadel Connect doesn't actually come down as an ATS, alternative trading system.
Right.
And it's not officially a dark pool. They just changed a different term. Bigums has talked about this. They just use a slightly different term, and now they can escape all the requirements when in fact that's exactly what they are. Okay.
It's a loophole.
So it's a loophole, right? So there is, when Adam Aaron made that statement, that's a factual statement that he can back up. Adam Aaron would never say that just willy-nilly. He wouldn't do that. And what does that mean? It means we've lost some shareholders, we've gained some new shareholders, and we're pretty much at the same kind of number that we thought we were back 6 months, 8 months ago. So I hope that helps answer the question, Apes versus Wall Street, but it's an important one. Thank you, Master.
Yeah, sure. I'm surprised we have that same number too. Fred says, I have 0 GME. Should I buy some GME or more AMC? I have very little dry powder. No, I can never tell you what to buy, and I would never do that. But here's what I would do, Fred, if I was you. And I had AMC and no GME. Okay. I would, just in case, for whatever reason, something happens to one of the meme stocks, why not hedge yourself by picking up a couple shares of GME, just in case? If you believe in all the DD that we've done for the last year, how manipulated these stocks have been, then they're probably both going to do amazing. And but something could go wrong. You just never know. So I would always like to have more options and not need them than not have the options available to me and need them. And Pantheon, I don't know what your take on it is.
I'm in line with you.
Okay.
You know, Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add to that. We just
Yeah.
eat up airtime.
And just so you guys know, Pantheon is going on live at how should I say the time, Pantheon?
In
Your
17
time, right?
minutes. In
Yeah.
17 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to be signing off here in the next couple of minutes. I have to just going to reboot everything, make sure I've double checked the mics. Thanks guys for catching that tonight. Sorry it happened on your show, Mass.
It's all good.
And I'll be looking to start at 10 because if I start at 10:01, I get trouble.
They call you the late DeLorean?
I haven't been called that yet, but it's probably coming. Panties on late or something like that. I
Yeah,
guess
panties on panties on late. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you gotta go get set up and everything. Yeah, no, I'm glad we fixed your audio problem now. It's not on your actual live stream. Rather have it done here. Let's see.
So I'll probably exit at this point, if that's cool.
Sounds good, man.
Okay, well, thanks everyone for the questions. Thanks for having me on, Massalorian. And I will be pumping out my own Pantheon radio in now 16 minutes. And we're going to be talking about some fun stuff, not looking to talk a lot about AMC. We'll answer questions you may have, but we're going to do a little snapshot on destination weddings, if you can imagine that. It's going to be fun. It's a heck of a story.
Okay.
Come enjoy it.
Destination weddings. If you are planning on getting married, if you are planning on getting divorced and then remarried, head over to Pantheon and head over to Pantheon channel.
Everyone's proposing to Pam, so let's do the love connection, guys.
Yeah, she's gonna have like 4 or 5 husbands by the end of the 2022, I think. She's gonna have a nice little nest egg. Yeah, Pantheon, thank you so much for coming on, man. I appreciate you volunteering your time and you know, giving to the community so much, man. You're just amazing. So thank you. All right, guys. Me and you and me. All right. I think we're alone now with 250 people. All right. So Sandstorm's heading over there. Yeah, guys. So I don't want to run concurrently with Pantheon. That's I'd like to give him some airtime so he can go on. And I know a lot of you guys who sub to me, sub to Pantheon. So show him some love if you can. I know some of you guys like to stay up and party late. So you have Pantheon Radio available to you. It's an asset. Take advantage of it. You get one-on-one time with Pantheon. I mean, can't really beat it. Pam says, I'm getting after MOASS. What are you getting, Pam? Derek A says, oh, yes, both will squeeze for sure. Yeah, so I don't know what I think Pantheon was probably saying, because I don't think Pantheon owns GME, so I don't think he cares one way or the other. But for me, I look at GME differently just because I think they have so much potential because of the NFT market that it really could be a very valuable stock in the future. Like, I mean, I don't know how far they can go with it, but gaming isn't going anywhere anytime soon, and neither is this part of the gaming market. And I just see dollar signs all over the place. Stephanie said it's my bedtime. All right, girl, have a good night. And Stephanie, thank you for sending me the video. Appreciate you. CBT, love you too, man. Thank you. Have a good night, my friend. I didn't even see Carl in the chat. Carl, good evening. How you doing, buddy? QQWW says, I'm going to ask Pam to marry me after the MOASS. Man, her husband's got to be going batty right now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's fine. Hanzo, good evening. She says, cannot wait for this week. Yeah, I guess I guess because I've always said to you guys, keep your expectations low and then you can be pleasantly surprised. I'm still taking that approach. But I do feel something a little different in the air. I don't know if it's because I've been up for like 48 out of the last 60 hours or what, but no, and AMC GME together. How would you like to make your own shorts that shorts? That's Lauren Diaz. Don't leave so we can help make Diaz. Okay. Okay. So you know what, Pam? Pam, you have a cell phone, right? Pam, you have an email address. I know what I'm going to do, Pam. Yeah, don't hang up, Pam or Diaz. Lorenda, have a good night, hun. Let's see. Brenda and Elle's Adventure, you're very welcome. Thank you guys for coming by. Liz is going to hang out with Pam and take her crumbs. Reg Ramos says, hey, Mass, why AMC board members keep selling shares on the other hand? GME, I know. It's Tale of Two Cities, right? I know. Tell Fred to sell some of the junk in his front yard and buy both. Carl said, oh, you were on Froggy's live stream? Oh, no problem, man. I showed Froggy some love. I didn't know he was running a live stream tonight. I probably wouldn't have done it, but that wouldn't be fair to everyone who was planning on coming here tonight on Saturday night. So, you know, but I want to show Froggy some love too. Just we butted up against each other with the timing tonight. So, let's see. Mass, can you please check for video from people making progress? Is it on YouTube? I gotta get some more notebooks. Getting unorganized here. People making progress. Yeah, tell me where I can find it. Let's see. Julie says, yeah, Diaz, make sure you stay on late. I'm jealous that you can go on very low sleep. No, Julie, I slept from 10 this morning till 5. So I got 7 hours. And I was saying earlier to the chat, to everyone, I slept through like multiple alarms. Tony called me, John called me, people called me. Nothing got me up. Carl says it was good for TA. Awesome, man. Good. That's good. Yeah, if you're learning over there, go over there and learn. Yeah. If you guys want to do technical analysis, you know, that's the place to be. It's definitely not here. Someone said Froggy had 2 streams today. Harry Parrott, good evening. How you doing, buddy? Howdy from the toxic coast of Texas. I know, Pam, I do. Yeah. I actually don't need your cell though, Pam. I just need your email address. I'm going to send you the link. But I do have it. Yes. Yeah. I got a whole list now of everyone's phone numbers. Okay. For the John Wick sniping. Cool. Awesome. Then I have it then. It's in my, I have it archived on my, not archived. It's on my, it's in my email. Okay. Let's see. Liz says, Pam, I'll send you my cell on Twitter DM. Teddy Zane said, squeeze ain't never happening. Teddy Zane don't make decisions for me. So that's fine. If that's what he said, good for him. Yeah, it's either happening or I lose my original investment. Either way, I'm still going to be here. And I'm still going to be going after Wall Street and Congress and all of them. Corey says, well, I did not wake up for 3 straight days. My girlfriend and parents told me. Deplorable Gemini says, what are the chances that they have this time with the market crash to blame as a scapegoat for it? There's a chance. Look, you can look at this as being done on purpose. You absolutely can. And it's not that tinfoily of a hat theory. These people are not good people. And I wouldn't put anything past them. I think they're snakes. And I think a lot of people are just walking around in a haze right now and don't realize any better. They think Putin's out to rule the world when he just wants like 2 little slivers of Ukraine. But anyways, I wouldn't put anything past these people. I think they're completely corrupt and they're no good. Holy smokes, bro. People have been talking about me and you all night. I'm so sick of hearing, you got to go on with Boss Blunt. It would be so awesome with Boss Blunts. I'm like, what the F? Thank you. It's going to freaking explode. Thank you, Marcel. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, that's my thing too. And if it doesn't, then I'm willing to take my losses on the chin like a good boy. And I will make it back some other way. Yeah, man. Yeah, everybody's been talking about that we need to go on, do a live stream. But listen, man, I know you're busy, so I don't want to put any pressure on you. That's kind of why I've tried to just stop asking you, because I know you had Metzler on and you got a fam and all that stuff. So There is no pressure, man. Whenever you get a chance to get back to me is awesome. Omar is saying, who is this Teddy Zane guy? He is a power lifter, competitive bodybuilder. I don't know if he's burnt out on roids. He's still a big boy. I don't know. Ape says, I agree. They think they are blaming Putin for everything when I believe it. No, you can't. You got to really go back and look at historically what happened in Ukraine leading up to Putin's invasion. This thing has been going on for 8 years. 14,000 ethnic Russians have been killed in the Donbass region from Ukrainian militia forces. And Putin finally had enough, and he saw an opportunity open up when they put this brain dead old man in the office who's got no stones and is feckless. And they're going to make the Ukrainian people suffer. They're going to make, like Adam Schiff, that piece of shit said, that piece of shit liar. He said, we give armaments and money to Ukraine so we don't have to fight Russia here. And he's not lying. That's the way these people think. They're sick. Smarty Boy says, agree. Teddy Zane said he sold all of his AMC shares. Well, good for him, Clark. I'm glad he's out. So he should be making videos on something else going forward. Excited to see which way he goes with that channel. Komolinsky installed Zelensky. Watch the next Netflix documentary on Ukraine. If I was going to recommend a documentary, I wouldn't watch Ukraine on fire. I mean, Winter on Fire on Netflix. Go to YouTube and watch Ukraine on Fire. If it's not taken down. Susan says, they are trying to make the American people think. Yeah, I know. Susan says, I was about to say Mega Knights and then Marcel shows up. I think he was just checking in to say, hey, Susan. He's probably going to go on Pantheon's, probably to Pantheon's chat. See the bodybuilder who drank too many 8 hours of drinks. Zelensky funded by Soros. Russia put out an arrest warrant on Soros. Thomas B says, will AMC really squeeze? I hear so much stuff. Thomas, I believe so. I have a lot of money to say that I think it's going to. I've invested a lot into it because I do believe the DD is solid. I think the numbers are correct. And I've double, triple checked since last February, and nothing's changed in my mind. Nothing I've seen so far tells me that I'm off on any of this, or any of us are. TJ says no elites will get arrested. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. You heard the other day what he said, what Gensler, what they said about Gensler. His hands are tied, guys. He can't go after anybody. He's got no power. Zero. Wall Street owns his ass. Clark says, I always had a weird feeling about Teddy Zane. Well, the only thing that made me weird about him was the half face thing. I don't know what that was all about, but I thought he was entertaining for a bit. But if he's out of AMC, he's out of AMC. I mean, shit, I just won't listen to him anymore about anything. Yes, 1,000% it will squeeze. We are right about the DD. That's what I believe, Mike. I don't think we're a bunch of stupid people. I don't think this is dumb money. I think we are right on the cusp of something we've never seen before. Too many people have been able to look at this and see the same thing. It's no longer a conspiracy theory anymore. Sorry, Charles Gasparino. Liz Clayman was right. We do not think Gary Gensler's coming to save us. He's not. Okay, Susan said, okay, super past my bedtime. But excited to see the collab. Love my fellow apes. Love you too, Susan. Have a good night. Thank you so much for the video. Appreciate you. Tuco44 says, is it about numbers and DD being correct or the ability for the other side to shut down or kill the squeeze? If they could have killed it, Tuco44, it would be over by now. We would certainly know that we have no shot at this. If they could have done it, there's no reason for them to continually hemorrhage like this if they could put an end to it. Myself says gamma squeeze next week. It's a possibility, right? Smart. Myself, there's a possibility. I'm not saying it's out of the question. Just like I always say, guys, just keep the expectations low. If something like that happens, then you can be ready for it and be excited when it does. Instead of being like, Massalorian said it was getting a game this week. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll just stop watching him because I'm getting frustrated. That's not the attitude I would try to take. Well, what do I know? Chris says we are smarter than Kenny. What's your average mass? Mine's just around like $10 or $11, I think. Maybe a little less. Oh, boss, you're still here? I was actually going to get off right now because Pantheon's going on, boss, and I wanted to let people go over to his channel. So I was going to close down right now because he's about to go live for Pantheon Radio. Shit, man. I wish I had known. I would have reached out to you earlier. Oh, and I'm way behind on the chat, bro. Holy crap. All right, my fault. Sorry. I don't even know how far down I just went here. All right, guys. So I am going to leave Pam. Actually, hold on, Marcel. I'm gonna send you something. Hold on, Marcel. I'm gonna send you the link right now. All right, guys. So I'm gonna sign off. Pantheon is on at 1 o'clock, which is right now. If you want to go check out Destination Weddings and whatever other things he's gonna help you with it over there, whatever you want, really. And can Pam, Diaz, and BB stay on? And I will send all three of you guys the link right now. To the rest of you guys who joined me tonight, my guests, my mods, Liz Kleeman, Pam, Javi, Diaz, who's going to be coming up with us soon. Let's see. I want to say thanks to Pantheon, JOHNWICKSNIPIN for coming on. And yeah, thank you guys for all joining me and helping make this live stream go. Without you guys, there is no Massalorian. There's no channel. There's no MOASS. There's no nothing. So I appreciate you guys. And we will talk probably tomorrow or Monday. Like I said, I'm going to start working on the Jon Stewart video on Monday. So I might be absent for parts of next week. But if anything big happens, I'll put a pause. I'll put the brakes on. Okay, Marcel's going to stay on. Pam's going to stay on. So, guys, good night to everyone. Clark, Liz, Hanzo, J. Beebs. Make sure you guys go over and show Pantheon some love if you have time or, he volunteers a lot of time for this community, and I want to see him do good and feel some love. Hanzo, you're welcome. Hoosier Proud, have a good night, man. DR, love you too, man. Julie, good night. Good night. Clark, Liz, love you. All right, Beebs, have a good night, man. Thank you. Yeah, love all you guys. Fred, thank you. Carl, he is great. He is great. He's a great man. He's a great man. All right, let me okay, guys, hang on. Diaz, Pam, and Marcel. Talking about cigarettes. All right, I'm sending you guys links right now. Well, I got a bunch of videos. Did people not realize I said midnight last night? All right. Where are you at, Marcel? I thought I just sent you an email the other day. we go. Boom, boom. Be good if I had the link. Talking about cigarettes. Okay. You guys should be getting them right now. And then I'm going to need Diaz's email address. Talking about cigarettes. Yeah, I sent it to you. I just sent it to you. You guys should all have it. We still have 200 people in the live stream. I got my like in. Thanks. Boss, they're saying head over to Pantheons when you're done here. I won't keep them long. Don't worry, guys. Mass, call me on my cell. Okay, Pam, sure. Talking. Okay, I don't need to email it. All right, so Pam, I'll just call you then. Let me get boss on so we can at least establish a connection. There he is. All right, guys, I'm ending the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Have a great night. I'm not going to spoil anyone by putting Marcel on early, and the man's trying to eat. All right, guys, have a great night. Love y'all, and we'll talk next couple 48, 24 hours. We're here to break the wheel. Let's break it, guys. Good night.